G'day, Groovers. I've got a very it's kind of a mundane, but I ordered on Amazon um, because I've been minimalising and organising my place on my break. I ordered 36 spice jars that I've washed and dried every single one. It took forever. So little spice jars, and they come with a little, one of those things, a little dispenser. Some of my herbs and spices won't need that dispenser. And then a little lid. And then a shitload of stickers. Hey, Time Lord, how you doing? That you pop on top of the lid, or, mine, I'll show you my herb and spice basket in a second. So mine are going to be standing upright. So I'm going to be putting these stickers on the lid. So when I look in my basket, bang, there they are. They gave me a second set of stickers as well, which I suppose people use if they're going to be lying them in one of those fancy spice drawers where they're all sitting on angles. But they're also great for, it's hard to read them because they're transparent, but some of them will be handy for like jars in the pantry, things like that. So that's all the different labels. You good? Awesome, Groover. And then you get some plain ones at the back as well, so you can write with this little white texture if you've got any other things. There's things here like rice and quinoa and cereal and pasta and shit like that. That's not for my herbs and spices, but I might get a bit funky and put that on a lot of the jars, like nuts and stuff in my pantry. So this arrived today, and I thought, fuck it, I might as well go live while I do it. Oh, they also give you a little collapsible funnel for the dispensing of herbs and spices. And I've also got my own little one, which might come in handy too. And I've got some paper towel if I need to wipe these out. So that's what I'm doing. And I thought, bugger it, let's just go live and chat and gossip. Do whatever we got to do. And all of this, which I do love, is my collection of herbs and spices. And for the most part, they're going to get dispensed. A lot of them won't be like, curry powder that's already in a very recognizable tin. But all of these sorts of bags and stuff, I'm going to dispense. I'm just hoping that packets that haven't been opened won't be too much for a little jar like this. We'll see. There might be quite a few of these just like half used in a separate little tub till I get them all sorted. Hey, AJ. Oh, that's heavy. It's actually, I think, Francesca who wanted to see my spices and herbs, and I don't know if she'll make it or not. I've got jars like this which are a little bit bigger, and this is what I was trying to get. But to get like 36, they're just the most affordable way was to get these. I do actually prefer the sort of rounder ones and a bit taller, but this is what we got. I'm actually set up to do an Amazon affiliate link. I should have done that. You so need this in your life. It's a good rainy day activity, I think. But yeah, so ones like this, it's already in a little standing upright jar. I'm not that anal that they all have to be matchy, but that is garlic powder. And at the very least, I can find its sticker. So it has a matchy sticker. We hope. But if not, I'll have to write one. Garlic powder. First one out of the box. So this is basically how I'm spending the next hour or so of my afternoon. If you want to just hang out and chat, that would be really cool. It's not the most riveting thing to look at, but ta-da! Yeah, I will post the link. I looked at a heap of different ones. Like there's a lot of different ones on Amazon, but a lot of them only had like 12 jars or 24 jars. And I was like, just face facts, kiddo. You've got a lot of herbs and spices. Go the 36. But yeah, so that's an already existing garlic powder. But what I might do as I take these out is I'll start putting the ones I've done in the box. And it took forever to wash and dry them all. At least I didn't go live and do that, because that would have really annoyed the fuck out of you. So first one out of the box, we might play a guess what this shit is. That might be a fun way to do this. What do you reckon that is, Groovers? While you're having a think, I'm going to get the sticker. Hopefully there is a sticker. I suppose I should put these back in alphabetical order, or it's going to get cray-cray. Soz. A linky link would be great. I'll have a look and see if my oh, there's a thing. So I'm gonna no, it's not cinnamon. Correct, it's green. Emily's onto the fact that it's green. What could it be? You don't know what that was? I'll put you all out of your misery once I've decanted it. Where are my scissors? I had them ready because I need them to cut open these packets and I can't see them. Luckily, I've got another pair. So yeah, I mean, look, guys, I could be here for ages, but thought we could just chat, catch up, see what's going on. Very sad to hear about Sarah, from Serendipity, passing away. She was, you know, one of the OGs when when a lot of us first came to YouTube because of the Chris Watts case. She was one of those peeps, and I actually complimented her. I thought her name was great because I love the word serendipity. But I mean, we weren't friends off YouTube or anything like that. Something for a curry. No. My first thought was it shouldn't be in a spice jar. Ah, you thought it might have been marijuana, Emily. Cheeky monkey. Chives, no. But there it is. It smells amazing. Very nice with seafood. But a lot of people overdo it and it can overpower dishes. So it's a bit of a polarizing herb. No, it's not oregano either. But yes, I mean, I never got to know. Oh, it's done. Woohoo! I didn't get to know Sarah off YouTube or anything like that, but I always said hi to her when I saw her in chats and stuff. And very sad. Dill, yes! It's dill. It's actually dill tips. I don't know why that's important, but apparently it is. So yeah, dill. 2 jars down. Wahahaha. Someone's going to have to do the jar count. I'm just randomly picking things. Now, this is a packet of cinnamon sticks, and they are longer than these jars, so they will not be going in a jar. But what I'm going to do is put them over on the counter behind me, because I'm going to have a little separate tub. I've got a little wooden tub that I bought at a market last week with some friends of mine, and it's going to be perfect for like tomato paste and stuff. All right, here's the next one, Groovers. Hey, Casper. Dill is delicious. So that's the next one. Will it have its own label? Let's find out. I mean, there's labels on here for shit like Adjuan. Never heard of it. It's kind of, all these stickers are making me want to go and buy every spice on the planet just so they can have their own little jar. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of very exotic stickers. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Crushed nuts. No Time Lord, but not a bad guess. I'm going to use this one because that's what it says on the packet, but there's certainly quite a few different. Like there's a one for candied ginger, for example. Like, again, I think some of these stickers you'd be putting on your jars in your pantry, which is kind of cool. I've put on a corned beef too. I'm doing a Silverside that's bubbling away behind me for dinner tonight. I haven't had corned beef in such a long time, so I'm going to make a parsley sauce and mashed potato and broccoli for dinner. All right, let's start decanting this one. How's everyone doing? But yes, very sad news about Serendipity, and I just hope that she, wherever she is now, is happy. But, you know, I mean, I wanted to acknowledge her because she is kind of an OG from when I first came to YouTube. But, you know, of course, suddenly there are all these people going live and talking about her, who some of whom were very critical of her when she was alive, and that really pisses me off. You're doing well. That's good. Just keep on doing. All right, so nobody guessed what that one was. It's actually granulated garlic, domestic. There is a granulated garlic organic sticker, but the packet didn't mention anything orgasmic, so I didn't add that. But yeah, so this is granulated garlic. This is quite fun, Grievers. Well, I'm having fun. Oh, now, what I was thinking is some of these, like this garlic powder, I've got measuring spoons that are really sort of smart. They're narrow, so they go in and out of spice jars really easily. I don't think I'm going to use many of these little fancy filtery things, but some of them might warrant it. But for the most part, my measuring spoons, guys, if you ever buy measuring spoons, don't buy round ones because they're a pain in the ass. Oh, mine might be in the sink. Buy ones that are long and narrow, and they'll fit inside your spice jars. Hey, Savannah. Oh, you said dried garlic. Sorry, I missed that, Emily. You knew of Serendipity but never spoke to her. Yeah, I mean, God, YouTube's so predictable and disappointing now. Like, garlic powder's fantastic. I've never used garlic powder till I did keto, and Diet Doctor, the website that I did keto on, and I'm about to do keto again, had heaps of garlic and onion powder in their cooking, and I'm hooked now. It's amazing. I was a bit of a snob, I must admit. All right, I've got to find my next label before I show you the thing. But is someone keeping points? Emily gets a point. She got one right. Oh, there is a label. God, there's a label for everything in here. Thank you for letting everyone know what I'm doing, OJ. I appreciate it. Just copy paste that whenever someone new comes in, because it might be, people be like, wow, this is riveting viewing, but we've made a game out of it. So, and if someone can keep scores of points, I use a lot of real garlic too, Time Lord, but there's some recipes where garlic powder just is the bomb. But yeah, if someone could keep score, Emily's on the board with 1 point. All right. What's this? Get your guesses in. I'll try to read the screen a bit more and not look at it for too long, looking at my thing. Now, this doesn't require a There's one little one for you to look at. Did you get dill before I said dill though, or after, AJ? But if you did, you whack a point on the list for you too. Oh shoot! All right, this is a bit tricky because that little funnel ain't gonna work for these. No, it's not basil and they're not bay leaves. But I do have 2 bay leaves currently cooking away in the pot behind me where my corned beef is. They're from my sister's old house when they sold their place, before they left. She bagged up a heap of bay leaves. AJ got dill. Yeah, well, maybe you guys just need to be in charge of points because the chat in StreamYard is delayed and it doesn't necessarily, like I can't tell if I've said it before someone in chat has, if that makes sense. So give yourself a point, AJ. Curry leaves. Woohoo! Now, see, for me, curry leaves, AJ's the first person to say it in chat. If somebody else in StreamYard, if somebody else said it before her, then allocate the point accordingly. I need some of my lip balm. Because, yeah, there's a delay with between StreamYard and YouTube chat. Oregano wasn't a bad guess, but it was the curry leaves. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Alrighty, this one will be easy, so I reckon. So you got to get him quick. I'll just get the label first. Oh, you're going to make a vindaloo. Nice. I love my curry leaves. I'm not going to lie. I do go through a shitload of them. I've got quite a few packets in the freezer. Guys, you can freeze herbs. Don't ever, if you get stuck, because like I grow a lot of herbs out on my deck, but sometimes I do have to buy stuff. Like I did buy parsley today because I need it for my parsley sauce. Oh, am I? I'll be making all kinds of things when you see all of these herbs and spices. Okay. I might try using the funnel that came with the spice jars and see if it's good or shit. All right, groovers. What's this? What be that? I think AJ's onto keeping the scoreboard happening, and you've got stuff to make ham and beaned. What's that? You're loving AJ's loving the photo. No, it's not turmeric and it's not cumin. You're loving it's a little collapsible funnel. Look. It collapses down. It isn't cinnamon and it isn't paprika. Interesting. Oh, I can't show you. Well, it's funneling, AJ. It's doing its job, but this is where I'm questioning its. See, my solid plastic one, you just give it a little tap, 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 and down she goes. This one, oh, I'm going to sneeze. There's a clue. Curry powder? No. Dirt. I'm going to sneeze. That is cute to look at, but it's not a great funnel for some things, especially what I just funneled. Beautiful color. Dirt. Give Casper a point for comedy value. It's not chili powder, no, and it's not cinnamon, so none of you got it because the lid is on. Give a point to Casper for dirt, but it was cayenne pepper. Oh, Savannah saying pepper, but not enough detail. See? I don't got the COVIDs. I got the cayenne pepper. Yum bow. Look at that beautiful color. It's great stuff. Alrighty. chicken stock cubes can go in my tub. Milo. Alrighty. We've already done garlic powder, but there's another packet of it, so it's an unopened packet, so that will go in my top-up supply box. You were close. Bless you. Thank you, Time Lord. Yeah, Milo. You were close, Savannah, but not close enough. All right. Let me get the sticker for this one. I'm swapping that one out because it was a bit similar to the previous one. Got to make you forget about that one for a while. I'm so desperately needing to sneeze again. Alrighty. Now I need the full name for this to get a point. So far I haven't bothered with any of those little dispenser things. In fact, usually when I buy jars, I actually take them out anyway. I generally don't use them. All right, this will be a test and we'll show who the cooks are in the chat. Look, Casper, you've already got a point without being able to cook. What are these? It's not going to focus. But it's giving you a good enough idea. There we go. What are they? Tassie Guru, how you doing, Groover? This live stream is gold, fully inspired and invested in sorting your dried herbs and spices. Oh, look, I've inspired something. Now, I think this is going to need a bigger funnel. We need a bigger funnel. And hang on, I'm just going to get a... Oh, someone got it right. I'm going to keep you in suspenders. A point for the fabulous Time Lord. They are cumin seeds. I'm just going to go and blow my nose. Pardon me. Sorry, guys, that was a little bit paprika a go-go. Now, this might be a lot too many for this jar. It is good to see Tassie Guru on this. Well, the rain's actually just stopped, but we've been having a lot of rainy weather, and these little projects at home are perfect. Hopefully, these will all fit in. But it was a very full, very fat packet. So if they don't, no, they won't fit. So some spares will go over the back and they will end up in my refill tub. But yeah, cumin seed for Time Lord. Woohoo! Do those seeds make you cum? Yes, they are cumin seed, Casper. You only get 1 point for the whole show for your jokes, though. Well, no. If no one else gets it, you might. So keep the one-liners happening. But yeah, cumin seed. They don't come from nut juice. This is such a wholesome live. I mean, the jokes aren't, but we're decanting spices and, dare I say it, having a fabulous time. Oh, now this is a Mexican spice mix I made a while ago, and it's been lying flat, and there's no movement at the station. I think we can get rid of that. I'll make some more fresh. Hey, Joey M. Wilson. Yep, rolling in right when we're talking about coming. I think this next one's going to be very easy. So this is going to be a race against the clock, and I'm going to trust you guys over on YouTube to notice whoever says it first, because it won't be the same over here in StreamYard land. Been very busy of late with your 11-month-old. Oh, the Mornington tip shop always have. Thank you for the tip, Tassie Guru, because mind you, I've saved Makona jars for a couple of years, and they're my jars in my pantry. But I wish I'd known that, because a friend of mine recently got married and had tea light candles in random jars, and I could have gone and got her a massive box. Oh, thanks, Joey. Good to see you, Groover. I'm still laughing at the live the other day when Finn gave me shit at the start, and I thought you'd been in the live since the start, and then you made a similar comment, and I was like, oh my God, he's recruiting an army. All right, my phase. What is this? What are these? Like I said, I reckon this will go quickly, so you keep an eye on chat, you timekeeping, point scoring people. Tony Martinis, hello. Your favourite's here now. Bless, good to see you, Tony. They are cloves. For me in StreamYard, Time Lord said it first, followed by AJ. But I don't know what the deal was over on the YouTubes. Oh, you were 20 minutes late? It just made me laugh because, oh, shoot, why did I think that was going to work? Cloves everywhere. I've got cloves in the pot behind me too, bubbling away. Oh, now these packets are resealable, and I just completely sliced the lid off this, which is really dumb. Because, oh, shit. Oh, no, they did all fit. If they hadn't of, what I was going to do with the other bit was just grind it up, because there is a sticker for ground cloves as well. Oh, no, the blue, they would have stuck to that. I need to wipe that out too. It's got that killer cayenne pepper. So, yes. Cloves. Whole. But there's also a sticker for other variations of cloves as well. So who got in first? Was it Time Lord or AJ? My favourite's wearing a tight T-shirt and V-neck trousers. What? You don't like clove cigarettes, Scott? Oh, I do. They take me back to my childhood. Roll up the packet and put a rubber band. Well, I actually staple. I've got a little kitchen stapler. I staple them shut. But the rubber band, I can't handle rubber bands. They gross me out. I bought a bag of little small black hair elastics, and I use them because, yeah, rubber bands give me the heebie-jeebies. Clove cigarettes are a cry for help. Barley, exactly, barley smokes. You smell them everywhere in Bali. But that was us trying to be naughty, I guess, was clove cigarettes as youngsters. All right, how's things going with the scores? Hey, Mel, how are you, gorgeous? Been thinking about you. I was going to message you. I've been going to do a lot of stuff, but I've been really busy for a holiday. I thought I was just going to be spending at home. I've hardly been here. My house is chaos. I mean, it's fun chaos because I'm reorganizing, and I've got all these baskets and new haul runner and all kinds of shit. It's been fun. All right, fuckers, what's this? What be that? Oh, I didn't put the sticker on. I didn't get ahead of you mofos. So glad for the mods reminding this mod of stuff she should do anyway. Oh, look, AJ's here. You really don't need to do anything. She's on top of it all, man. It's not cinnamon, Joey. No, you're like the person in the family playing Trivial Pursuit that just keeps saying. We used to say, I think it was Awesome Worlds, because eventually it would be Awesome Worlds. Crickets, no. Cinnamon logs, no. You're living life, Tori. That's what I like for you. Yeah, because we're all a bit loserish if we're on YouTube all the time. No, but I thought I'd be going live a lot because I've been on holidays. But I've been holidaying, catching up with lots of like going and visiting friends on days, when I'd normally be working and stuff. Has anyone guessed this yet. AJ's too good for this game. I don't think anyone's got it right yet. And the lid is nearly on. Rosemary from Time Lord. Not a bad guess, but not what it is. The last one looked like dead grass. Well, it's all grass, really. Herbies. Some kind of seeds. They're actually not. They're leaves. And the lid is on, so no points for you losers. It was thyme leaves. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. So yeah, basically, Mel, I've bought a box of empty spice jars and I'm making them all consistent in the same things with funky little labels on the lids. Cool, huh? It is life. We are busy. Did I hear you say further up you had gastro? You've been working since 3 a.m, AJ. Put in a full 13-hour day today. You're knackered. Yeah, get a mega pint for sure. And you're listening. All right, well, someone else better keep tabs of points. Or we'll just do a fake. You're going to say time and you run out of time. Ba-dum-cha. Tassie Guru's here a week. Try the schnitzel. All right. Oh, this might fuck with a few of you. Oh, we'll see how you go with this one. I'll just get the sticker on the lid first. Time Lord. Time is all we have. You guys are great. See, I mean, imagine how boring this would have been if I'd just done this on my own at home, watching old episodes of Survivor. So much more fun to do it with you guys. All right, Groovers. What is this? It's very dark. Looks a bit granulated-y. What could that be? I mean, at the end of the day, really keeping points doesn't matter. You're all winners in my eyes. I'm gonna use the big funnel for this one. You should change the way you spell Time Lord. Oh, Masalam. Look at Time Lord go with fancy ones. It is a fancy one, but it's not that. I mean, that's what made me say hi to Serendipity, because I love fun names on here. And I mean, we weren't super close, but we were always polite to each other when we saw each other, because I was like, hey, cool name. Your son Connor makes this face sometimes remind you of Johnny Depp. You call him Mr. Megapint. As the Muslim says to his life. Oh, I can't. My camera's in a fixed spot. But I'm going to go live later. I'm actually going to be talking about Johnny Depp. Well, not Johnny Depp. I'm going to be talking about Amber Heard. Sage. No, it's not sage. I think you're all just guessing random shit now. No, it is a spice mix called sumac. And it's absolutely delicious. And it's got... I've cut the top of it off. But it often appears in like... You can eat like in a salad dressing. It's just a spicy, yummy spice mix. Sumac. It grows in Africa and North America. And, oh, sorry, it's actually just from one fruit. I thought it had a mixture of stuff. Oh, well, it does. It's sumac, salt, and cottonseed oil. And its origin is Turkey. And... it may contain traces of nuts. Yeah, I'm talking about Amber Turd later. She's up to no good. We've got stuff to talk about. So no one got sumac. Oh, I just pulled out another packet of it. So that can go in the refill tub. You did get the S right, Scott. But then with double S's, it's actually it's a fruit, but it doesn't. It's sort of a spicy fruit, but it's just a really yummy. I often put it in a salad dressing, like a lot of Mediterranean sort of. Well, I mean, it's from Turkey. No, it's more like a. Where's the description? It just says the ground dried fruits produce a tangy purple spice, which adds a lemony taste. But it's kind of got a bit of a spicy flavor to it, like, well, just an exotic, a Middle Eastern. And I do a lot of Middle Eastern cooking. All right, guys. What is that? What be that? Oh, I didn't put the label on the lid. You get extra time, kiddies, to work out what that was. There's so many labels. What be that? Yeah, it's good with fried fish, absolutely. I mean, the thing I'm thinking of is a salad dressing that I put it in that goes over like a salad that's got walnuts and celery and lots of really crunchy things, and then it's sort of got this lemony, tangy flavor. Where's Casper? This one's up his. You cook most of your stuff in a mini convection oven, air fryer. I love my air fryer. I've only had it. I don't think I've even had it for a month, and I bought like a cheap and cheery one from Woolies, and within 2 uses, I was like, oh, I've got to get a good one. And now I've got one that looks like a little miniature version of my stainless steel oven, and I use it a lot. There's some things I don't think it does as well as the oven, or, you know, like a toaster or a grill or whatever. White pepper, good guess, but nay, Mel. Looks like weed out of a mully muncher. I think you might be a bit behind, Savannah. Waldorf salad spice. Casper is present. All right, Casper. Think about one of your jokes earlier. Although the lid is on, but you've rolled in just in time because it was cumin seed. Ground cumin. Sorry, not cumin seed. You talked earlier about, will those seeds make me come? Yes, and so will this tiny bit of cumin. I'm hoping I've got some more, but if not, I need to put a note to buy some more because I use this a lot. A lot. But I also grind up the leaves or the seeds, sorry. No, that plastic thing is, yeah, they do change your life, air fryers. Oh, you were thinking that, Scott? Too slow. Have we done this yet or not? This next one. All right, now this one, I'm going to be a bit fussy because there's several variations of this. So you have to get the one that it is. Faruka Salty Salt, how are you? Haven't seen you forever. Nice to see you, Groover. I'm updating my spice jars. I've bought a whole heap of matchy spice jars, and they've all got matchy labels, and we're decanting herbs and spices and playing a guessing game and making sexual jokes about every herb and spice. Jesus, Casper. Cumin and cayenne, woof woof, good stuff, exactly. I love my air fryer. I got one at Woolies for $30, Mel, and it was a ripper, but I actually wanted to do more things. So the one I've got now is like an oven. I mean, they are ovens. They're just cooked differently. Like a convection oven, you have to heat it up and then it keeps the heat at the same consistency, whereas an air fryer is just constantly throwing air around to keep it at that temperature. But I love it. It's so handy for things for me too, like just coming home and reheating something. Like they're really good for that, and they have reheat pizza and it's crispy again, and they do really good fries. You have an oven, air fryer, microwave combo. I did look at one of those, Scott, but it was $400 more for the just to have the microwave bit, and I've never had a microwave, so mine's got a dehydrating facility too feature, and so I've been dehydrating some fruit, and that's been fun as well. All right, so like I said, this one, there are several variations, so you've got to get the actual one that it is. What is that? Yeah, probably. Oh, but you live in the States. Everything's so much cheaper in the States than here, Scott. The non-stick starts coming off the cheaper ones. Yeah, probably would if you use canola oil. The chicken wings were awesome. Hey, Medicine Man. Schnitzels, burgers, anything and everything the air fryer does it. It does. Lovely to see you, Medicine Man. Yeah, the dehydrated, because I love dried fruit. And I've told all my friends, I'm like, you're going to get jars of dried fruit from me for like garnishes on your cocktails and shit. Or just to eat as a snack. All right, so what's that orange powder? And like I said, you've got to get the exact kind because there's several variations of it. And all will be revealed. No, it's not turmeric. Sounds like a regular, looks like a regular microwave. Mine looks like I've got a stainless steel oven, and you know, just the basic renter sort of. I mean, I own my house, but it's not like a really fancy one because my builder put it in, and I was undecided about what I was going to put in, and I didn't know I was buying this particular house, but it was half built, and I ended up buying it, and the oven was already in. No, it's not saffron. It's not. You couldn't live without your air fryer, Emily? Chili powder, no. You've started canning, Veruca. Paprika, all right. It is paprika, but I said we got to be... Oh, I have met Connor. I met him at the pub, Tassie Guru, where I meet all babies. But, yeah, I'll let you know for sure. You're not getting the colours. It is paprika. Mel got in first. Yep, this time it was the smoked paprika. Not another type of paprika, which I'm not going to mention. Oh, and Time Lord's coming with sweet, but no, Mel gets that point. Smoked paprika. Nice work, Groover. The things we do on YouTube's. Yeah, you use so much. I love it too. I love it too. But I'm not bothering putting these little things that came with the jars because I rip them off my jars anyway because I use a measuring spoon that fits in. I was smart and bought narrow oval shaped measuring spoon so they go straight into the jar, and I don't bother with these little things. But if you like to go tap tap tap, then like on the cinnamon I'll probably leave one of those on. Butter, salt and pepper and chili powder on blue crab. Oh my god, guys, we get so much shit down here at Dodgers Ferry about all being bogans and stuff. And on Sunday I went to the gym and did a yin yoga class, and then my neighbour and I went round to the local cafe to grab a coffee, and the paprika makes me sneeze, and something to eat. And they had a special on, like they do a burger, which is amazing. They and they're only little ones, like they're not those ridiculous huge ones that you end up half of it smeared all over your face. The sun is that. Tassie Guru, it is. I can see across the valley and it's looking very pretty. Bloody paprika making me sneezy again. But they had a special and it was crayfish rolls with mayonnaise that had like truffle in it. And we're sitting down here eating them going, I wonder what those bogans in Hobart are eating, smashed avocado. Well, we're eating crayfish with truffle mayo. Delicious. I'm just going to go and blow my nose again. Bring it. Pardon me. I should have muted. All right, Groovers. I'm going to get the next sticker happening. You've made this very entertaining. I mean, it's probably going to take me 3 times as long, but it's way more fun. Yeah, take him for a walk now for sure. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, Tassie Guru. Well, the food talk's making you. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. It's fun though. We've had rain for like the last 3 days, Time Lord. What about you? Have a good stroll, Tassie Guru. Good to see you, mate. All right, someone's going to get these pretty quickly. What are these? What are these little fuckers? Won't take me long to decant and get the lid on. Are you going to take your phone with you? That's dedication. Cardamom pods, correct, Time Lord. Oh, pumpkin seeds Emily came in with, but no, it's the cardamom pod. Cardamom. Well done, Time Lord. You clearly get a lot of cooking happening. I'm just checking my corned beef is still on a simmer. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, and this little bowl of packets is full to the look, so I'm just going to empty that. I could be here till midnight. Alrighty. These are very easy, the next one's, Groovers. Although it doesn't, I wonder if it's got the name I prefer. Oh, it does. Oh, happy day. There's so many stickers, guys. Like, seriously, there's fucking hundreds. There's everything. Pizza. Half of this shit you've never even heard of. No, but I do cook all kinds of crazy stuff. And I love Asian and Middle Eastern, and that's where you get a lot of pretty exotic spices happening, is that style of cooking. You've got babies to feed. They're not going to be having cardamom pod anything for a while. All right. I'm just going to take one of these out of the packet because what's a cat's ass trophy? All right. I'm taking one of these out of the packet because they're so pretty. What is this? Look how pretty it is. Grew up in Norquay, can you tell? Oh, they're almost too big for the jar. These are secret herbs. Yay! Time Lord got it. Star anise. And they look like a little star. Star anise. And these are divine and get used a lot in Asian cooking. They've got a really strong punchy flavor that's a bit similar. It's not the same, but the same concept as cloves. But you must remember to take them out when you cook with them because you can break your fang on them. And no, I'm not talking from personal experience, but I do know someone who might have chipped a tooth on a star anise that wasn't removed from a dish. Very strong, but so pretty and beautiful in like mulled ciders, mulled wines, things like that. Yum, 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 yum. Guys, we've already done 2 rows, so that means we've already done 12 jars. And then I also put the sticker on the garlic powder. We're not racing through it, but we've done well. 12 jars in just under an hour. Let's soldier on. Well, here's a cheats one. Because I'm going to keep this, even though these jars are different to these jars, they're already in beautiful jars with a lid that I can whack a sticker on. But what is that, guys? I love my oven too, Mel. And look, if I had a family, I wouldn't have even bothered with the air fryer, but I can't handle reheating dinner in a little container out of the freezer. Like I've got glass containers and I put them straight into my oven and do, you know, like leftovers for dinner and stuff like that. And this tiny little container sitting in a huge oven. And I'm just thinking, fuck me dead. And I thought that air fryers would save masses of electricity. They actually don't. I mean, they do take a bit off your bill, but not much. But I just feel better psychologically putting that little dish in a miniature oven, basically. It is onion powder. Yes, Scott. Scott gets the point. I've just put the sticker, though, on the lid of one of my other jars because I forgot that I was just keeping this one. But yes, it's onion powder. I reckon the colours on your tablet are munted, Mel, because it's a very yellowy colour. But for you, if it looks like cinnamon sugar, it should be more browny, cinnamony coloured. But yes, it's onion powder. I used to just write on it with a Sharpie, but now it has a matchy sticker. Terribly exciting. All right, Grievers. What? Oh, hang on. I've got to find the sticker. Casper, count them. Salt, thyme, basil, oregano, celery. You cook for an army. And look, when I'm cooking, I cook for an army, even though I just live on my own. But it's for things like reheating, and also I love making dried fruit. It could be that you could have Rona eyes. Have you got your smell and taste back? Oh, you walked into a fart and you nearly cried because you smelled it. Oh, my God. And then crop dusting. All right. Now, these ones do have a particular extra bit of detail. So if there ends up being a war over these, I'm going to get the extra detail, but we'll just see how we go. What groovers are these? What be they? The race is on, groovers. We're not fucking around. We're not here to fuck spiders. In they go. Lid's nearly on. I will give you a bit of time because I know you're a bit behind me. Time Lord got it. Mustard seed. And they are, in fact, that sticker's crooked, but I'm leaving it like that because it's sort of amusing me because everyone else, all the others are so neatly in the middle. And it's the yellow ones. Well done, Time Lord. You're a weapon. I think you'd have to be way up front now. But you really should change your name to THYME, Lord. All right, what's up next? Ooh. This one's fastened with a rubber band. I don't know how that rubber band snuck into my kitchen because I'm actually quite grossed out by them. Everyone's saying to Mel, look, they are really friggin' handy. Like if you just wanted to do Joshy's chicken, for example, straight in the air fryer, 10 minutes done. And you can keep the oven free for all the other stuff you want to cook. They are handy, but the one I got, which included postage, it ended up being $200, including postage. Like I got it on Amazon for half price. I had a 50% off sale. And I've used it. I've definitely well and truly got my $200. I mean, the postage was probably $70 or something. So it wasn't actually that expensive, and it's bloody awesome. All right. Next little one. We're heading back into the drug department. So the druggies in chat will probably get this one. Hi, Sky Z. How are you, gorgeous? Got all these lovely people I've missed it cruising in and saying hello. It's lovely. All right, mofos. What is this? And I'm already expecting several marijuana type comments. What is that? It is. It's named that spice. Spice up your life. It's not poppy seeds. It's not mixed herbs. Some blurry shit in the back. Well, I tried to, Jesus. I tried to get it to focus. I mean, can you not tell it's green leaves? It looks like marijuana. Seriously. That's focused. Look, 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 look. Turkish hashish ground on the backs of virgin donkeys. How did you know? God damn it. And they've even got a sticker for it. Unbelievable. Give Tony a point. Turkish hashish ground on the backs of virgin donkeys. They didn't have a sticker that said Mary Jane. But for those of you who are playing along and want the official name for it, and I don't normally buy this in dried fashion, but I had a recipe that required it, and I did, and I was questioning why you couldn't just use the fresh shit, and then I tasted it and I understood, like it was a different experience. But for those of you who want the official name, it is basil, or as you wacky Americans say, basil. It's fucking basil, and it's fucking herbs. And that's all I'm saying. Oh, yes. Well, no, the marijuana doesn't need a spice jar. It's got its own immaculate pot. This came with it, with the kit. I mean, the fact that it collapses is kind of cute, but it's nowhere as good as my little cheap and cheery. I'm not even going to bother cleaning it because the other, it's almost like the spices cling to that because it's rubber. Kids. Hi, Mum. Can I borrow $100? Okay, thanks. Bye. Can I borrow 10? Time Lord. Dried basil comes in a bag, yes. And that's what that was. Alrighty. This next one's going to test you, motherfuckers. Keep getting wafts of my corned beef and the vinegar. I didn't have malt vinegar, which is what I usually would use. So I put red wine vinegar in instead. Delicious. That thing looks like the lips on the Auto Blow 1000. Yes, I think, Melma, I think you've got another child. All right. What is this? And for Scott, I'm going to make sure it's focused. It's 100% Australian. It's a brown color and it's something ground. But what is it? Did he have it too much? Yeah, your color's whack, Mel, because it's very brown. I mean, it's not as dark as like cinnamon brown, but it's brown. You're seeing white things. Oh, Tony Martini, coriander. You got it, Groover. Rubbed sage. Mace. I don't actually have any mace in my spice basket at the moment. I usually need mace at Christmas time. Oranges, nutmeg. You're saying brown now? If you keep saying sage, well, actually, you probably won't get. I probably won't have dried sage because I grow sage in my herb garden. I have it fresh, and I've also got a heap in the freezer. But yes, that is ground coriander. But we used to say, well, I used to say Orson Welles all the time when we did Trivial Pursuit, because I figured eventually he'd come up, and he invariably did. Oh, interesting. I've got a second little thing of coriander. Ground coriander. I'm just going to top it up. Coriander is a secret herb in Coca-Cola. Really? Hopefully this will fit. It will fit. To be honest, I usually buy seeds over ground stuff. Any of these packets that are ground, it's usually an emergency because I actually like grinding the seeds when I'm cooking. It's just a little thing I love doing. But so anyway, there's the coriander ground, 2 sachets tucked away in there. Nice. All right, what have we got next? There's a lot here, guys. We could be here till midnight. This one, I want the full detail. We have had a similar version a bit earlier, but this will require more information. Battery acid and cocaine is not a... Yeah, it was in Coke and they took it out. I know. A shame. Probably was too expensive. All right, the label's on. What be these? Focus. I wonder if it'd focus better if I turn the overhead light off. There we go. This is helping you avoid cleaning your own pantry. Hey, I'm good for something. Correct, Tony Martinis, but we need... No, not black. Not black. What color could it be? Oh, I lost a few. Not many. They are tiny. But no, not black. And not red, Time Lord. And the lid is on. Brown. Brown. We're off to Browntown. Guys, I'm impressed. We're nearly halfway through the box. And they look so cool. I love a bit of matchy purple. Oh, now cardamom pods. I just found some more of those. Perfect. Do you know you couldn't get cardamom pods for ages? Like a friend of mine who makes chai, cardamom pods are part of her recipe, and she couldn't get them anywhere. They were like gold. About 3 years ago, there was a cardamom pod black market. So anyway, that jar's been. See, this is beneficial too. I'm putting them all in one spot. God, there's still heaps to do, guys. Oh, now this is another one that I grow and don't normally buy dry. But again, if a recipe calls for a dried herb, it does make a difference. I've got a huge box of herbs. So what, pray tell, is this? It's focusing for Scott. Look there, focused. What type of marijuana is that? I mean, we're starting to run out of green herbage, so no, it's not oregano and it's not parsley. Oh, and it smells amazing. Yum. One of my favorite smells. It's some purple kush. No, and here it comes. It was dried mint. But again, I don't normally cook with them, and I've only got like a teaspoon or a couple of teaspoons of it left. But sometimes a recipe calls for a dried herb. Trust me, get the dried herb. There's a reason, and it does make a difference. We've got 3 rows of jars done, guys. This is amazing. No, not sage. I've already exposed the truth. It was mint. I don't even know what this one is. It's another one with a rubber band. Tassie Guru. I've had 2 rubber bands in my kitchen. All right. There's so many stickers for really cool. Chicago steak seasoning. Never going to have a jar of that here. Clearly these are American. Chicago steak, just to be specific. Glad to see you're good too, Mel, and hopefully you're all better from, well, not just the COVIDs, but the gastro too. Thanks for hanging out. All right, funkers. What's this? It's another orange ground something. A dried pepper of some sort. You did fart and not shit. Oh, God. Good thing we're not eating. Mel bringing all the, oh, shit, fart jokes to our yard. This is a bit thicker in consistency. Turmeric. No, it's not turmeric. It's a darker red. And weirdly, I haven't sneezed yet. Well, that one's in. The lid's going on. Yes, it is chili powder. Correct, Tony. Ta-da! I wonder if people that used to come and chat to me walk in and go, oh, God, she's really gone downhill. You saw it on the packet. Yeah, I thought I might have given that away a few times now. So things like these, they're going to go in my cockles and mussels, no, my cockles and winkles tub, which will sit on the shelf next to my newly organised basket. Oh, now this one I think we've done. I was sure we did. Oh, no, we haven't. Okay. Alrighty. This will fuck yous. You saw the label. Like Mitsuba. What is or mural of flavor? Mulling spices. Montreal steak seasoning. New Mexico chilies hatch. I mean, it's getting a bit crazy, some of these labels. All right. Oh, now this doesn't actually have... I'll use this one. Because some of the American names are slightly different. You saw the label and still spelled it wrong. Yeah. That's kind of in keeping with this channel. We're all a bit. I need to use the bigger. All right. What are these? Oh, imagine that'd be great for mulled wine, but I would just use my star anise and some nutmeg and a cinnamon stick, and I'd just add all the individual things. I wouldn't have like a mix of it. You ate some cheddar sun chips, but you're still hungry. So yeah, what are those? Catapult. Oh, Mel's gone, Scott. But the call is out for... Now, whenever you get into a strife with a colander with a... What's this thing, a funnel? The best thing is chopsticks. Just push it through with a chopstick. No idea. Oh, Time Lord. Time Lord stumped. There's a few lumpy bits. I don't use this shit very often. I don't even really know when I've used it or why. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. Oh, Scott says mice, but I think you're meaning minced onion. Well, I would picture minced onion being, like moist. This is sort of the dried one. So the sticker I've chosen was onion granulated, but you definitely get a point, Scott. But in Australia, we call them onion flakes. And yeah, I honestly don't know why I've even got these or what I've used them for, but they're in their own little pretty jar with their own little pretty lid now. So happy days. All right, so I've got some beautiful rock salts from Hawaii. They're not going in a little jar. This, I've cooked with this since I was a uni student, and it has to be Master Foods. This lemon pepper, there's so many dishes that you chuck a bit of this in and it just transports them to a new place. But also beautiful with, veggies and just some butter and some lemon pepper through it. But I buy it in the big jar and that can stay there. But let's see if there's a lemon pepper sticker so it doesn't feel left out. Of course there is. Look at that. Because that will live in my spice jar, as my spice basket as well. I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. Well, congratulations. I mean, okay, so far you're not writing anything offensive, but congrats on you coming out. Some more, this is black lava salt from Iceland. That will go in my tub. Yeah, hot English mustard has to be Master Foods. It does. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm gay is now there are labels for curry powders, but this particular curry powder, this brand, it's a Tasmanian brand, and I absolutely love them, and they're in a little sealable, although I just got some on my face. Pardon me. T&D curries, and they're in their own little sealable bag, and I love them. And there's more than will fit in one of those jars, so they will go in my little tub as well. Same with the Keen's curry, very recognisable tin, essential for things like curried egg sandwiches. You can't make, and curried sausages. You got to use Keen's curry. He's very happy and gay, Time Lord. Okay, well now this is a jar that I'm actually going to put into another jar because I want them all to be matchy-matchy. And I don't want to waste the sticker on this lid and then I can't use it. Oh, you've got to leave your Keens in a tin. I've got this little thing. I'll show you. I've got my little Cockles and Winkles box. I bought it because I just love Cockles and Winkles and Fish Market. It just makes me laugh way too much. But things like my Keen's mustard and my curry powder and the other ones that need to top up when these jars are a little bit emptier, they'll all sit in this, and this sits on the shelf right next to my basket of herbs and spices. All right. Next one. Now, this might fuck you guys. We'll see. I haven't actually, this was unopened. I've bought it for some reason and then never actually used it. And I know I've used it in the past, but you're gay when your wife puts out. I'm waiting for the free sex scam. Are you tired of bad deals? You guys have got all the lines today. Oh, I might have a new scammer to scam bait. He's been on the hook for about 5 days and he doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime fast. Oh, I didn't show you. Sorry, guys. What is this? What is that? It's a bit of green, bit of brown. What could it be? If anyone guesses this, I'll be absolutely impressed. I'll wash that jar and it will go out in the recycling. All right, so one thing I found is when you are organising your spice collection, you need tissues because a lot of things make you sneeze. No, it's not oregano and it's not mixed pepper. I'm not going to show you this one. I'm going to see if you can... I want to use this white texture that came with the kit for labels. This is just a yummy orange and clove lip balm that my sister gave me. But I want to use the texture. I drew a little love heart. Oh, pretty. Yep, I'm a dag, I tell you. You guys are never going to get it. I'll give you a clue, but first I'm just going to mute because I need to sneeze again or blow my nose. Crushed coriander, mixed pepper, oregano. No, I'll put you out of your misery, guys. It's celery salt. Again, I don't know. I probably got this for a salad. I do make a really beautiful celery salad, and maybe that goes in the dressing or something. Not sure. I don't use it a lot, but I might now that I can see it exists. I might be like, oh, let's use up that jar of celery salt. Okay, this one will fuck you up too. This one will definitely fuck you up. I'm actually surprised there was a sticker for it. I do use this a lot. I will give you a clue. I use it in Asian cooking. What is this? Oh, spaghetti with Bloody Mary. Great. Yeah. Spaghetti with celery salt. There you go. What is this? And the only clue I'm giving you is, oh, it's not even opened. I'm going to give you two clues, actually. One is I use it in Asian cooking. It's not cinnamon, it's not cayenne, and it's not turmeric. We've done cayenne. That's off the list. I'd use it in Asian cooking, and it is a mix. It's not just one spice. That gets used a lot in Asian cooking. Or to be specific, Chinese cooking. No, it's not garam masala. It's not nutmeg. Hey, Punish Dad. A mix? No, it's not. We're playing a game and there's been more correct answers than incorrect. But good to see you, Groover. Yes, you got it. Oh, my God. Paku Dil Somalia, Tony Martinis. No, I won't take my clothes off, but thanks for asking. Chinese 5 spice. Well done, Punish Dad. You said I was cheating and then you got it. Interesting. There's still shitloads to go. Now, we just did chili before, did we not? Chili powder. We did. Actually, this might fit. I just found another. The things that we use a lot of. And because my spice drawer is so friggin' disorganized, I probably had a quick look and went, oh, I don't have any. Eye of Newt. Dried sweat from a dog. Do you reckon that's what it tastes like? I love Chinese 5 spice. So there we go. The chili powder, another jar. The recycling bin is going to be full of spice jars. So the chili powder is being topped up. Now, I'm also not going to bother putting this. This is saffron, grown in Tasmania, just down the road from me, actually. Local saffron, but it's already in its own cute little jar. So that will just join the rest of the herbs and spices. Oh, this might fuck you guys up. It's a seed. Thanks for keeping me company while I've been doing this. It's been delightful. Oh, you're making a Bloody Mary. Nice. Well, see, funny enough, I'm drying some oranges at the moment for Negronis. They're my favourite drink at the moment. Love me a Negroni. All right, I just gave that a wipe. Oh, my God, I want to sneeze again. Oh, shit, I didn't show you these fuckers. I'm going to sneeze again. Pardon me in advance. Can I mute in time? Oh, my God, that one was crazy. All right, what are these? Can you borrow some celery salt? Sure. Oh, good heavens. I didn't mute in time. Is there some old wives' tale that you should stick Vaseline in your nostrils or something when you're doing your herbs and spices? Punish Dad. I didn't sneeze anywhere near the bench. It is fennel seed. Punish Dad coming in late and incredibly good at this game. Oh, that's so many. There must be some old wives' tale like you rub a bit of, I don't know, an oil, an essential oil in your nostrils or something. Oh my God, here we go again. Oh. Bloody hell. I'll do the chilies at the end next time. The bloody chili, the cayenne pepper. It'll all wait. Sure. Celery salt. Here you go. Get that in your Bloody Mary. And yes, well done, Punish Dad. 'Tis the fennel seed. Doesn't actually have a sticker for fennel that says seed. There's only fennel or ground fennel. Someone couldn't be fucked making a fennel seed. Excuse me, guys. Actually, maybe if I have a drink. This is ridiculous. The MSG might still be coming, Punish Dad. Now this one's really easy. But is there a sticker for it? Yes, there is. Of course there is. There's bloody thousands of stickers. What the hell is fennel seed used for? Well, fennel adds a lovely flavour. Again, I tend to grind. I have a lot of seeds because I like to grind and make my own spice mixes and stuff. But I use fennel a lot. It's beautiful with seafood. What did I make? I cooked a few weeks ago. We did a salmon pie and I had fennel, literal fennel, and also fennel seed in that. That crash was my, I've got a squeegee that hangs on my tiles in my shower and occasionally it just falls off. It does taste a bit like licorice, yes. All right, this one's going to be super easy. Although there's not much in the jar. What's that? It's very hard to show it because there's not even a teaspoon in there. Or maybe there's a teaspoon. What are they? Very easy one. Fennel on a baked ham. The clove would be much stronger. You probably wouldn't get any real benefit. It's better with things like seafood. Oh, the lid is on and no one got it. You might have on YouTube. Oh, crushed red pepper. No. It's chili flakes. Close, but no cigar. Everyone waited 1 minute. You're going to get a drink. Well, this game doesn't stop for drinking. No, not chili flakes. Chili powder we've done before. I'll know if I double up because there won't be a sticker. Okay, this one might fuck you guys up a bit. You officially hate Punish Dad. Okay. What is this? It's quite a rich brown. It's a richer browner color to the naked eye than it is on the screen. God, sneezing palooza. I'm just going to clean out my funnel. Oh, because you're getting them. You are the king of spice punish, Dad. Mixed spice? No, and it's not nutmeg either. I mean, you're not far off, Tony. It's actually, funnily enough, it's something that people do often use as a substitute for a recipe that says to use mixed spice, and they don't have any, and they're like, well, I've got this, and so they use this instead, and vice versa. Mixed spice is for baking, and allspice is for cooking. Ground allspice, Groovers. You can see the colours better in these jars than the jars they came in. Ah, you said allspice. You might have got it before I said it because of that delay. I don't know. But you get a point. No one's actually keeping score. It's just the glory. Now, here's some more cinnamon. Again, there's no point. You can't put these in a jar because they're bigger than the jar. But I am wondering if that other packet, there's 4 or 6. They'll all fit in this jar, I reckon. And what I'm going to do, because this jar will just be a permanent, because you can buy that. Who did get it? Yeah, like I said, there's a delay in between StreamYard and, I mean, I've been given points for funny jokes. There's no seriousness in the scoring. There's generosity. But because this sits in my spice drawer, it'll get a little matchy sticker. There we go, cinnamon sticks. Pretty. You're going to go study your spice drawer. I know, we're cruising through. Oh, all right. I'm not giving any clues with this one. Let's just say it's on theme as of recent in the last 15 minutes. That's as much help as I'm giving you. What is this? Another brownie. When I was young, Old Spice was just called Spice. Hey, my dad wore Old Spice. I still love that smell. You've got 3 jars of ground cinnamon, 1 of cinnamon sugar, but no sticks. I love the sticks. All right, so this is quite topical. We had a similar thing not that long ago. No, it's not turmeric, and we've already done the cumin in honor of Casper because he's all about the cumin seeds and the ground cumin. When we had cumin seeds, he's like, are they the seeds that make me cum? No, this is a mix that we use for baking, not cooking. Casper. We literally talked about the distinction between 2 different spices a mere minute ago. I'm letting you guys catch up. You're taking your time. Yes. Well done, Tony. Mixed spice. Hurrah. God, I've nearly finished the box. Am I going to have to get more boxes? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 11 jars left. Hey, Sketty Nonna. No, we've already had the cardamom. It's poppy seeds that make you come. Oh, well, there you go. There's a little tip for Casper. Now, this one is also in a gorgeous jar, and I'm not going to bother decanting it because it won't fit in the little jars. It's a chipotle chili powder, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a label for that. Oh, God, I should have got you to guess it. Sorry about that. I did say chipotle. There we go. Sorry, Groovers. Chipotle. I know poppy seeds make you come. There you go. Now, have we not already done these? Because I was only just talking about my corned beef. Yes. Oh, the cloves. That jar's already full, and I've just found some more, so that can be the emergency refill. I do use cloves a lot, so they will get used up. Huh. This can get its own jar, but I'm going to have to decant it and then show it to you decanted for your guessing. Hey, Humanimal. We're not actually making anything. I'm just making my herbs and spices all matchy-matchy. I bought on Amazon a heap of jars, and they've all got matching labels, and they're all going to make life a lot easier. And we're just doing some decanting and guessing what be that spice. Now, if anyone's got this in their kitchen, they'll probably know straight away. Actually, I'll keep it off screen. But I am cooking corned beef, actually. And, yeah, people are getting points for either guessing what it is or coming out with a ripper one-liner. But I'm also... Oh, shit, it's only 10 minutes till my corned beef. The corned beef went on right before I went live. It's nearly finished. That's all right. I'll just take it off the stove. I'm having corned beef and mashed potato and white parsley sauce and broccoli for dinner. Jimmy, Scott, you're cracking me up. Not bay leaves and not chicken stock. No, the stock cubes can stay in their little packets. God, in hindsight, decanting this was... But it's going to make me sneeze, like the other things. That goes in the recycling as well, all right? All right, what is this? Corned beef, cloves. I didn't put cardamom in mine. I did put cloves and bay leaves, brown sugar. Oh, you do apple cider vinegar, rock salt. I do malt vinegar normally, but I didn't have any, so I did red wine vinegar. I did peppercorns, salt, and obviously enough water over it. Bay leaves from my sister's garden, cloves, some sugar, brown sugar. It is nasty ass pre-ground. Oh, no, it's not nasty ass pre-ground pepper. No, it's not. It's not curry powder either. Check the use by date. I've been checking them as I go. I actually did check all the use by dates because I moved them into the basket that they're now sitting in only a week or two ago. And then I was like, I want them all standing upright with matchy-matchy labels. Yeah, the little French green peppercorns. It's actually ground ginger. So none of you got that one. Speaking of, We've already decanted them. Yeah, I'm actually just doing, it is a nasty ass powder. Well, I prefer fresh ginger, but ginger powder, powdered ginger comes in handy a lot. So now, have we done these little fuckers? Look at all Humanimal. This is like the OCD super organized person's wet dream. Look at these pages and pages of stickers, and it's just, it's organizing porn. Okay, we haven't done these yet. I was just double checking. I'm starting to think I've done them all. You don't like ginger? It is a solar spice. It's very good for you when you're getting a cold and stuff like that. It has medicinal benefits. All right, Groovers. What are these? Have to give me a little funnel. Yes, so Humanimal, I went onto Amazon and bought 36 matching spice jars, but we've actually only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 left. I might have to get some more. No, not hemp seeds. Hey, be other stuff. Not poppy seeds, green peppercorns, mustard seed, mull seeds. They do look like mull seeds, but no, they're not. They're about to go in the jar. None of you have got them. We've already had mustard seeds, yellow and brown. Where have you been? Oh, you weren't here. That's right. My God, my recycling bin is just going to be clinkety, clinkety, clink. When I put out these, when I wash all these little jars and put them out in the recycling, when I put that bag of, or the box of jars out, it's going to sound like I've been on the, the minibar, mini bottles of grog binge. But no, you're all wrong. Coriander seed, motherfuckers. I already know I'm going to have to buy more jars. They did take a while to get here too. So I'm going to do the more common ones for the rest of the jars. Fuck, I knew that. I think Time Lord, you are still out front, although Punished Dad came in late and was on an absolute bloody roll. All right, guys, what's this? It's another ground something. But yeah, I'm going to do the more sort of, this is a new jar too. I'm going to do the more frequently used ones just for the sake of, although I really want to find my little really fuck you guys up too. Ground cumin. No, I think we've already done the ground cumin. Did I just show you what it was? Everything's looking like turmeric. Oh, Scott. I should humour you, Bubba. Nutmeg. It is nutmeg. And it's moving very slowly. I have to upgrade the funnel. Hang on. It's interesting how some of them just go through the little one really easily and others don't. Like, there's the difference in consistency. Stop the show. I'll be back in a minute going to look at my spices. So, yeah, that was nutmeg. But I usually buy the nutmeg balls and grind them in my grinder because I love grinding balls. But you can't always get them. All right, what can I do? Okay. Let's do this one. This is a very special one. Very, very special. You prefer ground balls. No, I think the colour's a bit of an issue. Poor old Mel, everything was coming up sort of white for her. This makes you want spice cookies. Grinding balls. I know I didn't realise I was going to cause pain. I am sorry. Not really, but I am not, kind of. But yeah. All right, Scott is the only one that gets to answer this one. And I'm going to decant it first. If anyone else says it, it doesn't count. This is 100% for Scott and Scott only. Oh my God, is it going to fit though? It's come out of a very large container. It's going to be tight. Turmeric! Yay, Scott! I was going to show it when I had it fully decanted. There you go, Scott. Now that looks like turmeric. Turmeric is yellow, which is why every time Scott said turmeric for orange stuff, I was like, but it's not as like yellow as turmeric. It's not a turmeric. It's 100% turmeric. It's turmeric. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor, comma, Rick. Yes, we have fresh turmeric just down the road. I haven't been down. I'm going tomorrow to do my grocery shopping, but down to Country Fresh Market, they have fresh turmeric. Beautiful. And my corned beef is done. I'm just going to take it out of the water because I don't want it to keep cooking. Oh, it smells amazing. Yum. Look, guys, corned beef. Oh, you're making a joke. Well, I often miss jokes when I'm multitasking. Oh, it's resting. Don't you worry about that. Oh. Did I not buy some? Oh, Schaetzenhausen. Some. Yes, I did. Just getting some alfoil, aluminium, not aluminum. And look, 100% recycled and recyclable. It's greener. Love it. Just take it off the heat. Your favourite meal time? No, it's been cooking long enough for me. I don't want it to keep cooking. Good looking. Is it your favourite meal? It reminds me of my childhood. And I love corned beef toasted sandwiches, and I used to make like little hash brownie things too. Mustard is. Well, there's so many people do. Yes, I'm doing mashed potato and I am doing parsley sauce, although I put Dijon mustard in mine. I don't do seeded mustard. And broccoli. All right. I'm going to keep going till my jars are... I'm wrapping foil on my head now. Oh my God, I love you guys. Oh, there's more ground ginger. I'll do that in a minute. I'll do that later. What else have we got to do? I just found some more ground nutmeg, so that can go in the emergency tub. Oh, yes, we'll do this one. Yeah, the sandwich for school for the next few days. Yeah, a lot of people have commented in the past about corned beef and cabbage. I reckon that's an American thing because we tend to do the mashed potato, white sauce, and then some sort of green vegetable. But I've chatted about corned beef on my channel before, and quite a few of my American subscribers, oh my God, it's amazing with cabbage, and it's not how I've ever had it. I love how our countries sort of have similar things, but there's always little subtle differences. All right, I'm just deturmericing the funnel for the next one. But yeah, my grandma's, my mum, corned beef was always floating around, and it's still a reasonably cheap cut of meat. And things are getting so friggin' expensive. All right, what's this? I love cabbage. What is that? This is a big bag too. It's going to be bigger than the jar, but that's all right. It can go into the reserve. Cabbage sauté with ginger. Corned beef, mashed potato, white sauce with carrot or parsnip. Oh, interesting. We always had a green thing. It was usually green beans. But I went into the little local store which has all locally grown fruit and veggies and stuff, and I didn't grab a basket, and the last thing I had to get was some green vegetable. And I looked at the box of beans and I was like, I can't put all this shit down on the floor. So I just grabbed a piece of broccoli. Out of focus product. I did my best, Tony. Mixed bean or oregano. Humanimal got it. It's oregano. Or as Americans say, oregano. In Heather's. I cooked your favorite. Spaghetti bolognese with extra oregano. So I just used my little kitchen stapler and just close these little bags with a staple, and they can go in the emergency supply box. Yeah, runner beans, broad beans. So there we go. Oregano. I'm actually deliberately... Oh my God, guys, we've only got 6 jars left. All right, I've got to get fussy now. Hang on, have I just found more ground cumin? I do use cumin more than anything else in my cooking. I've just found another top-up container. Holy shit. All right. Oh, I want to see just if this happens to have a label, just for the hell of it. No, it doesn't. It's got bloody Montreal steak seasoning. What the fuck is mural of flavor? Can one of you Americans please explain that to me? Your tooth on the staple. No, that I removed the staple when I opened the bag. I haven't ever cooked anything with a bloody staple floating around in it. They're really tight. Like, you have to pull them off and get all the bits of metal. Or the other thing is I staple them up really high and I just slice that whole thing with the staple off and then use it. I'm not that bloody chaotic. Now I've forgotten what I was getting. Oh, now this will fuck you all up because there's various types of this and I'm not taking a one-word answer. Add American flavour, add a pound of cheddar cheese. Only if it's that orange shit, though. Don't get me wrong, there are some times that orange cheese just can't be beaten, but what is it? It sure as shit ain't cheese. The taste of Muriel. You smoked a tea bag when you were 12. Well, you have to have a bag of some real pot, then switch it. I'd put it in one of these jars and then cook with it, and I'd be like, fuck, that tarragon was bad. I'm decanting this first because there's no way I can show it to you in the little pot that it's in. But yeah, I'm going to be super fussy about this. No one-word answer. We've done so many different herbs and spices now, and I'm trying to do the sort of everyday pantry ones. So go down that road. What do you reckon that is? It's actually browner than it looks. It's not as yellowy as it looks on the screen. It's more of a brown, but not a dark brown. There's actually a sticker for chamomile. I think a lot of these stickers are, to go on jar. There's a sticker with cheese powder. You have a QC over for dinner, really? Or are you telling me to have a QC over for dinner and then feed them a staple? Is that what you're suggesting? It looks like turmeric. It's not nutmeg, but you're kind of heading down the right road. But like I said, a one-word answer is not good enough. It's some blonde hash keef. Yeah, what the fuck is cheese powder? Like, seriously. And what is curing salt Prague powder? Look. Cheese powder. My sister and I call the QCs she works with the biscuits. Oh, I had a pussycat called Biscuit. I'm from a family of QCs. Well, in fact, no, I'm from not a family of. My dad was a QC and my grandfather was a KC. Casey and the Sunshine Band. My grandfather was in. Cheese powder could be like Parmesan. Americans put it on popcorn. It should be outlawed. White pepper? No. No, I put this in my smoothies. Especially my banana and peanut butter and spinach ones. Oh. But like I said, there's different Really? Well, actually, if cheese powder is like Parmesan, yes, it is. It's cinnamon, but what type? I said no one-word answer. This will test the gourmands. I'll give you a reason why I'm doing it. There are literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different labels for cinnamon. 8 motherfuckers. See, Humanimal I went down the smoothie road and she was straight. Well, ground. Well, it is ground, but light brown. They have it at movie theaters in a big tub, popcorn with cheese powder. I mean, seriously, when I was in the States and I discovered cheese that came out of a tube, I thought it was the end of the world as I knew it. It is ground, but no, it's got its own fancy name. I'm just tidying up as I go. I've got so many empty bags of spices and shit everywhere. Himalayan yak milk cinnamon. Well done, Tony. It is. No, it's actually cassia. Focus. See? Cassia. Yeah, I bet it's not cheese. It's simulated shit, like the bloody cheese in a can. And just to prove that it is actually cassia, it had its own sticker. But the other types of cinnamon stickers are, obviously there's cinnamon sugar, there's just plain cinnamon, there's Ceylon, there's cinnamon chunks, ooh, there's spicy cinnamon, there's sweet cinnamon, and there's Vietnamese cinnamon. And I lived in Vietnam and I've never fucking heard of Vietnamese cinnamon. What are you Americans doing? You're inventing spices for other countries now? All right, I'm starting to get down to stock cubes and things. So, oh, here's a fun one. I'm just going to put a sticker on top of the lid, though, because it's a big container. What are these? And if anyone comments on focusing, I'm fucking trying. You try. You try getting your camera. I'm holding this a millimeter from my camera. There we go. What are they? These are some of my absolute favorite things. I know there's nothing appealing about the word chunks. It is. It's sesame seed. And actually, I mean, I love all sesame seeds, but black sesame seed, holy shit. Black sesame seed ice cream. Oh, my God. And the black sesame desserts that you get at Japanese sushi trains. But, yeah, so look, it gets its own little lid. Seeds of some sort to harm your gut. You're having 2 types of vodka in your next Mary Poppy seeds. Sesame Street. Sesame sticks are great. So are I love these sesame snacks. I bought these. Humanimal was going to go off at me about her nut thing, but these sesame bites. I bought a bag because I go back to work next week, and I love them as a little snack, and it stops me eating like chocolate. And sesame oil. Oh my God. Dribble that. Pure sesame oil costs a bloody, you've almost got to mortgage your house to buy it. But a few drops of that on any Japanese, Asian, oh my God, next level food porn. Yeah, pumpkin seeds are good, but I've got big jars. Big jars. Actually, let's see if there's a pumpkin seed sticker and I can stick it on my jar. So if I cark it and someone who doesn't cook much empties out my pantry, Oh, pumpkin pie spice. Again, wouldn't you just make your own spice mix rather than some pre-mix? Look, the pumpkin seeds have their own little label. Bad for your gut. Yeah, look. There are so many things that are worse for your gut, in my opinion. And I've spent like triple cream brie and chocolate. Seeds and nuts go through you complete. That's a bit freaky. Corn's a bit like that. But yeah, you need to chew them. You need to chew them, Tiny. Listen to Time Lord. Oh, sesame oil is so beautiful. We do a lot of rice bowls, and you dribble a bit of sesame oil over the top. Holy shit. Divine. Another big container that isn't worth decanting. We've already got a baby paprika, I think, but the sweet. Oh, hang on. No, we've already got a jar, I think, of sweet paprika, have we? Smoked. There's no sticker. How weird. How weird. You guys don't have sweet paprika. Because we do. But that gets its own little... All right, some more marijuana's coming up. Because I've still got a few more jars. I actually grow this herb. I grow most herbs. But, like I was saying earlier, sometimes a recipe calls for a dried herb, and I used to wonder why, and I'd just use fresh. And then one time I did actually use like dried mint in a Middle Eastern recipe, and it just was so much better. I still garnished it with the fresh mint. Any chance you could do a muesli bar tutorial? Absolutely. I do have a cooking channel. I'm actually going to start, I think when I do anything kitcheny, I'm just like this even, I'm just going to go live on my Shitty Kitty Kitchen channel, which is where I save all of my cooking stuff. It's like a library of all the cookers. I do a bit of everything on this channel. But I was thinking about that. I might just start doing stuff on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen channel. All right, Groovers. What's going on in here? What's that? But yeah, I can teach you how to. I've got some great muesli bar recipes. I make them a lot, that sort of stuff. For work, I much prefer to take my own homemade snacks. No, it's not bay leaves and it's not parsley. It's not Elvis parsley. It's not bamboo flakes or dried chives. I do love a chive. I grow my own chives. But yeah, I do have a, I don't think there's any mods in here, but if you type in the Shitty Kitty Kitchen, oh, actually it's under my, it's on my channel, my other two channels. There's the Smooth Criminal Podcast, and then there's the Shitty Kitty Kitchen, and Shitty's got an X. Instead of S-H-I-T-T, it's S-H-X-T-T-Y, Shitty Kitty Kitchen. It's only got like 80 subscribers, but I keep thinking I should just do all my cooking on there. And I've really got to get Smooth Criminal happening again. Oh, cilantro, no, green herb. It is a green herb. Yeah, garlic chives actually grow better or easier than chives. I mean, I can grow both, but chives are finer than garlic chives. They're quite chunky in comparison. but I love a chive. I love all the fresh herbs. You're running out of time, guys. This is a really strong herb too. It is. It's tarragon. I was waiting for it, Scott. Fantastic herb. Beautiful, fresh. Very fucking strong. If you are making something and you don't have mixed herbs, which I don't use, or oregano, for example, and you spot some tarragon in your box and you think, oh, I'll use that instead, use a tiny amount. It's like dill. It's an incredible herb, but it's strong as fuck, and you don't want to wreck a dish. I personally love lots of tarragon, but it can really fuck up a dish. No, I don't have a clip of my feet, and I never will. When I went up to Sapphire and had my massage, I said to the girl, she was like, is there anything I need to know? And I said, yes, I used to belong to a Facebook group that is called If You Touch My Feet, I'm Not Responsible What I Do to Your Face. So I think that answers your question. You'll never see my feet on YouTube. No, they are precious, and I love my feet, and it's the only place I have a tattoo, but don't touch them. It is very bitter, and that's why people, if they go a bit nuts with tarragon, they can really mess up a dish. So I think I'm nearly done. Everything else is pretty much, like I've got more. Where's Casper? More cumin. More cumin seeds, because I cook with so much cumin that I have shitloads of cumin. I've got a spare jar of tarragon, which is kind of odd because I don't cook. Salt and peppercorns. What's this little mother? Oh, this is the one that I thought there might be a label for, and there's not. It's Tarabul Maghribia. It's the Moroccan seasoning, but they don't actually have anything Moroccan interesting on their labels. I cook a lot of Moroccan sort of food. I've actually still got a couple of jars left. Have I done that? I think I have. Yeah, so I've got more ground coriander, an emergency tub. And I've got more ground ginger, which I'll decant into that other one a bit later. And the only other thing I've got, which I actually don't use, I bought this because I couldn't get the Master Foods lemon pepper seasoning, and it was horrible. So that's actually going to be emptied out and put in the recycling. So guys, now watch this magic. This is my herb and spice box. I'll put the big ones in first. Is that not the cutest little jar of saffron you ever did see? They grow that just down the road from here. No, Tony Martini's horrible. It's horrible. Look at all the labels I've got left. Like, I'm going to be mucking around in my pantry. But, like, what the fuck is this? It might be some sort of yummy Mexican thing. Achiote. Anyway, I'll show you them in a sec. And they've also given me a heap of really big translucenty ones to put on big jars in my pantry. Or you can wrap them around or have them running up the side of these little jars. But guys, oh my God. This is herb and spice jar porn. They have to be in alphabetical order. No, this is where the rebel in me will shine. I went to someone's house years ago on my first or second date with them, and they had a spice rack and everything was in alphabetical order, and I knew we were doomed. I'm happy to be a little bit random. Oh my God, guys, no more rummaging. As much as I did love rummaging in my basket, and I'd think, I know I've got it somewhere, and then you'd find it and you'd be like, you beauty. I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to know myself. Guys, look at it. Thank you, Amazon. You have made my herb and spice basket porn. Absolute organised kitchen porn. Is lemon pepper I don't know. I mean, I got into this. This is the lemon pepper that we put the little label on earlier. This is a Master Foods one. And I got into this when I was at uni. And honestly, there's so many things I make now. I don't use it every day when I cook, but I'll put some in my mashed potato that I'm having with the corned beef. It is a thing of beauty. It's so... And look, even there's still 3 little jars left over, which is fantastic. It is a thing of beauty. But it has to be Master Foods. If the other brand just, no. Okay, now this is a bit weird. Oh, no, there's another jar. Sorry, I was like, how have I still got one lid left over? Oh, my God, guys, thank you so much. What did it take me? Well, it probably would have taken me an hour and a half if I'd just done it on my own, maybe, without chatting to you awesome folk. But thank you so much for hanging out. Look at it. It's a thing of beauty, and it sits on a shelf in the kitchen down the bottom, and you just slide it out, and I am incredibly excited. And then I've still got a heap of stickers left over if and when more spices arrive, and they probably will. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up with some lying down here as well. But guys, put the saffron in the gap. What, down there? It's doing your head in. Then I've got my... I'll move this out of the way. So, yeah, I think I'll be doing a fair bit of... having a bit of fun in the pantry, putting all the matchy-matchy labels on the jars, because I put everything into Moccona coffee jars. So my pantry is all Moccona coffee jars with things in it. Lemon pepper reminds you of your childhood. I adore you, Tony. I adore all of you. Best channel on the YouTubes. Well, apart from the people in chat who also have channels. It's a tie. So this is my fish market cockles and winkles. I had to buy it. Just seeing cockles and winkles in my kitchen every day just makes me smile. And in here, I'm just going to pop all the other stuff that doesn't work in the thing. So tomato paste. This is a salt-reduced tomato paste. How the fuck did that find its way into? I'm appalled. I just grabbed it one day and didn't realise. And I'm horrified. Some chicken stock cubes. They're actually chicken style. They're vegetarian. We've got the Keen's mustard, because you never decant that out of a tin. I mean, it is the most recognisable tin in your spice drawer. More the emergency cumin seeds. We had extra nutmeg, extra cloves, some more coriander, some more cumin, some spare tarragon. Is it all going to fit? Some more stock cubes. Winkles. Yeah, cockles and winkles. I do just like reading. It makes me smile. you'd come over for dinner. Oh, it's gone off the screen. Used to love digging for cockles on the Coromandel. Steamed. Yes, beautiful. You haven't seen the Keen's, really? This is like, if you're going to make curried sausages or curried egg sandwiches, this is the only, don't get me wrong, I've got beautiful curry powders in my house and I make my own too. But if you're making a curried egg sandwich, this is the only curry powder you should use. And the same for curried sausages. And Keen's also make a beautiful mustard powder in a yellow tin. And they come in little half-size ones as well. And look, all the spare stuff is fitting in, including that amazing curry powder that's made just down the road. Oh my God, it's so good. So, so good. And lastly, the rock salt collection. Hawaiian and Icelandic, no less. And these are actually going to go in my pantry. Salt and pepper, where they should have always lived. Done. That sits on the shelf next to the herbs drawer. Oh, you're eating curried sausage with your Keen. See, Emily's vouching. Fantastic labeling and branding. And I even drew a little love heart on my lip balm, this Tasmanian orange and cloves lip balm, which is amazing. My sister bought me this because I did get a little white texture. Ah, I got a white texture so I could write my own label. Will it fit? My writing is huge. And it's a left-handed scroll. And it looks terrible. I was trying to do one that said Moroccan seasoning. And it just, no. I'm just going to put a big love heart on there. And stick it on top of the Moroccan seasoning because it's feeling left out. Here you go, little guy. Oh, and that drawer pulls out very easily. It's not too heavy because I chose a very light basket. There we go. The Moroccan seasoning now has a label too. Can I see a clip of Tori rubbing? No, Tony. Negative. I keep looking at that and think it's a cigarette. It's like, why is there a cigarette just sitting on my kitchen bench? And look at all these stickers, guys. This is total kitchen organization porn. I swear to God, if you've got some spare coin, jump onto Amazon. I'll put that in the shot. Jump onto Amazon and buy a set of spice jars. That was fun. Thank you for hanging out with me, Groovers. I'm actually going to go because I want to make some mashed potato and some parsley sauce to have with that amazing corned beef I made while we were chatting and hanging out. I'm hoping to go live again tonight, but if not, it'll be tomorrow. Plus, tomorrow night is batshit, but I really want to go live. I've got a lot to talk about with the Amber Heard never-ending saga. But thank you for keeping me company. And also, guys, I think they all come with these, but I didn't put these little dispensers on any, not even my cinnamon. Actually, I should have put it on my cinnamon because I always put so much cinnamon in my smoothie. Hang on. Hang on. The cinnamon is the only one. Well, now that I've done that, I think the nutmeg deserves one too. But yeah, for the most part, I didn't even bother using these little things. But they've got the little holes for just the sprinkles, or if you want a bit more to come out, there's a little pouring thing. that was heaps of fun, guys. I might also, AJ was in here earlier. I'm pretty much set up to do Amazon affiliate links, and I'll set up an affiliate link for the jars that I bought. But there's a world of wonderment in there if you don't end up choosing the ones that I went with. The only reason I went with these is because you could get them in boxes of 36. But there's lots of cute little round jars and all sorts of stuff. You guys are spicy. Exactly, Scott. Good night, spicy people. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. And yeah, the postage was, I think I actually got free postage because I went over the minimum of $50, to be honest. But I don't care. I had fun, and my spiced herbs and spices now look amazing. Now I'm going to get on with putting labels on all the jars in my pantry. No, actually, I'm going to make some mashed potato. I'm getting hungry. But thanks for hanging out, Groovers, and take care, everyone. And also much love to everyone on YouTube who was a really good friend of Serendipity. It's sad seeing so many people have died in the time I've been on YouTube since 2018, who were sort of in that OG crowd that we all moved around together. So, yeah, much love to Sarah's family and to all of her YouTube friends as well. I mean, oh, the lids. I'll sell these. Yeah, they probably would fit on. I wonder if they fit on the ones I got from the shop. They do. Oh. Do they? No. I'm going to put them in the recycling. I don't think they're recyclable, but if they are, they're going to the right place. Yeah, Hum Animal, Sarah Ndipity. And a lot of people went live about it because they all wanted to be the first one to talk about it. And a lot of them that did that were people who used to call her all kinds of horrible things like Sarah and dipshit for starters. And just a reminder again of just that fickle aspect of YouTube that makes me sick, where it's fine for a community to come together when they lose someone in the community that they love, but it's not a competition to who breaks the story first. And when the people that went live, I don't know if they went first or not because it all happened overnight, but some of the first people to go live about it and put her name in their titles and so on were often the biggest critics and the nastiest to her. And it just infuriates me. It's like, I don't know why some creators feel that we've all got short memories and we don't recall what we've witnessed on YouTube. But yeah, so much love. I know that there are a lot of people that had really good relationships with her on YouTube. I know that she helped a lot of people. Her channel was really fascinating, a really fascinating dive into the world of addiction. And she was very open about her experiences, and very helpful to other people that were really struggling with other issues as well. Like she was just it was Sarah, Sara, and then capital N, and then Dippity with a capital D. But the first time I saw her in a chat, I was like, hey, cool name, because I love some of the great names that people come up with on YouTube, and I love the word serendipity, and I just thought it was such a clever play on a name. It was Sarah and Dippity. Yeah, everyone praises you after you die, not while you live. And look, she was very loved on YouTube, and like I said, I never engaged with her outside of channels and chats, but whenever we bumped into each other, like I'd always say hello to her. Like she was, someone I was happy to see. And I love the characters of YouTube. I don't like the insipid vanilla people that are lacking in any substance and who just blindly follow their leaders and don't call them out when they're being dickheads. I like the characters. I like the people who speak up, and she was one of those. But she was a cutie too. Like I used to listen to her lives while I was pottering around the garden and doing stuff. And I mean, she was live only a few days ago, and she's just, I don't know, there was a sweetness in her, but obviously a lot of hardship too. Sean Harmon died. Everyone raise to praise him. He was a divisive character. He was arty, but a son of God, a drug abuser that accused his father and son of being the Delphi murderer. Wow. You're Sarah Skinny Nonna. Do you pronounce it Sarah, though, or Sarah? Because I went to school with Sarahs and Sarahs, and the Sarahs all didn't have an H, and the Sarahs did. But I've also met Sarahs who spell it S-A-R-A, and I don't think I've met a Sarah that has an H, but I have met Sarahs that don't. You only take advice from Hollywood celebrities. Well, I will never give you advice, Tony, except to stop asking for footage of my feet. You should change your name to Tony Bianco's so we all can see you coming. But yes, so very sad, and much love to everyone who did love her on YouTube, because she was very loved and very supported by a lot of people. And I'm glad that I got to bounce around in chats with her, because her name made me smile, and we always were polite to each other, and both of us would have a bit of fun razzing up other people in chat, because, you know, those sheeple in chat that you just want to punch in the nose, she and I would have a bit of fun taking the piss out of them. Not going to lie. Yeah, your Sarahs have the H. Yeah, I mean, I do know a Sarah who doesn't have an H, but I also know a lot of Sarahs. Anyway, she will not be forgotten, because she certainly made her mark on YouTube. And, you know, there's a lot to be said about the characters that are remembered, and whether she was your cup of tea or not's irrelevant. Like, she was a mum and a grandmother and a good egg. But yeah, fuck you, YouTubers who all jumped straight on that bandwagon and felt you needed to be the first to announce her death. It was kind of cunty, but not surprising. Unsinkable Bob. G'day. See, there's a good name. Unsinkable Bob. Love it. Nice to see you, Groover. Yes. Well, yes. Hoorah for Sarah. Sarah and Dippity. God, Sarah and Dippity, but Sarah without an H. Yeah, look, good on her. She's memorable. She was a character, and I'm glad that she and I crossed paths in some chats and had some moments of fun. I mean, I left all of those communities a while ago, so I hadn't really engaged with any of them, but I was still subscribed to her. And not that I listened to her a lot, but if she was live and nobody else was, I'd put her on and just happily listen to what she had to talk about. I always felt extreme sweetness listening to her. But then a lot of Americans have got that kind of sweetness about them, whereas I think Australians, not every Australian, but I think I sound really harsh. But yeah, it's very sad. So much love to everyone who did love her and who did get to know her off YouTube. And I feel for you. You've lost a character, that's for sure. But Groovers, I'll see you again soon. I'm going to now get on with making some mashed potato and some white sauce, and no appearance from Sunny yet, like an hour and 20 minutes after her dinner. It's a very queer feeling when someone appear here dies. I've lost 3. Well, obviously being there for me was the big one, but she and I became very good friends off YouTube, as did Mel and being there. Like, the 3 of us were a force to be reckoned with out in the real world. But there are certainly other people. God, there's a lot that I used to chat with happily. There are others that have died that I didn't really know at all, but I know that other people did and adored them. So yeah, it's a weird thing too, because like recently I had another friend die, and she lived interstate, and just that physical need to travel there and be with her family. And when you meet someone online, even if you chat to them offline, like, and then they go. It's just so final because you don't, in my experience, I mean, I did with being there, but because of COVID, we couldn't go anyway. But other people that I've engaged with on YouTube, when they die, it just feels so final, like Kim, who I used to muck around with a lot as well. And you don't know where they even live necessarily, like that sort of urgent need to run to their house and be around their family and stuff. Happy, hello. My God, how are you, Greg? Speaking of OGs, how are you, gorgeous? I haven't seen you forever. It feels like it must be at least 2 years. See you, Time Lord. This is spicy. Well, it was before I was decanting my spice collection into new jars. She did have a kind heart, and she was sweet. There's one too many bullies whose humanity isn't the best. Yeah, I agree. Happy Cubed. And also, Groover, as always, and it breaks my heart this happens, the people that were really horrible to her were desperate to be the first to announce that she died and make out that they were all great buddies. And it's like, we've all been watching this shit for years, and how you spoke about her and the names you called her. And I put your spice. Yeah, look, my old spice rack was just a big basket of schmozzle. No, she didn't have the H getting on her. It was Sara, but it was serendipity. She was a Sarah without the H. It is a comforting meal. I will enjoy it very much. Enjoy everyone's dinner. But yeah, Happy Cube, so good to see you, Groover. Come back again soon. Humanimal, I don't know. I know what people are saying happened, but no. I don't believe it was intentional. But I also am not believing what everyone's saying either. And she wasn't a close friend of mine that I feel like I need to know either. She had addiction issues, so people went live very quickly and jumped to massive conclusions, but she's gone, you know. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And it's nothing. Yeah, it smells pretty good, getting on her. It's nothing. It's so transparent. Oh my goodness me. Gang. Aviable Ninja, how are you, Groover? It's so transparent, it gives me the shits, Happy Cubed. And what pisses me off the most is, I mean, I've just literally been live redoing my spice rack. That's what I was going to talk about. And I can't move my camera, otherwise I'd put on my face, because this is not the most interesting thing for everyone to be looking at. Let me find something you can look at. Let's go over here. I'll put all the stickers I haven't yet used. Just a little mini vent. You're kind of groovy. Thanks, Happy Cubed. And I made you, I'm putting it back on because I haven't seen you, but I made you a mod, like back after I took all the wrenches away, because I did a stupid science girl, let's make everybody a mod. And then I took wrenches away from everyone and just regave them back to people that had been original mods when they came back in. And you emailed me about that a couple of years ago. But anyway, you've got it back again, Groover, because you've now come back in. All good here, Ninja. How are you, Groover? But yeah, the motive behind people wanting to go live. Well, dude, you were one of my very first mods. You know that. We're very OG. The predictability of people wanting to turn the go live button on and break the news first on YouTube, we're all very aware of that. And it doesn't necessarily mean a death of someone in one of our communities that we've come from. It can be, you know, the first to report on a horrible story or whatever. That goes without saying. But what saddens me is just you know, we're heading into our 5th year of being on YouTube, and there's just that complete lack of self-awareness still, and the transparency of what they're all doing. Like, when people continue to be the same and they don't evolve or grow or improve, and they're very transparent, yeah, wrenching everyone. It was a fun idea at the time. But yeah, all good here, Ninja, and good to hear all good with you too. Awesome. You can't be much better than that. That's awesome. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's disappointing that the death of someone in one of our communities isn't about being humble and allowing people who genuinely knew and loved that person to grieve. It just becomes another reason to go live, and you know, you may even get some super chats while you're at it, and that sickens me that people still do it and they don't get called out for it. And you go under OG Bessie's from Aussie Cubed. Like, the family is still coming to terms with this, and no, they probably aren't bouncing around on YouTube, but how disgusting to use that as fodder for your own show. And I've seen it happen so many times. Yeah, the desperation to be first, it is pathetic. All of your jars would have love hearts. Well, now that I've got my white texture and my lip balm has a love heart, I'll probably be love hearting everything too. Yeah, it just is just so disappointing. And even getting the stories like that Kylie Rodney story, even the competition to do that, like, they're not cutting edge journalists, you know, they are literally people just talking about something that's happened. So this sort of I broke it first bullshit all the time. It's like, no, actually the media broke it first. Like, you didn't even know about Kylie Rodney until it came out in the media, and then you started talking about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we do on YouTube. We talk about stuff, but this constant, I was the first person to be going live about it. Really? Do you know that for a fact? Because there's a shitload of very good true crime channels that none of you guys ever talk about for some weird reason, who all break shit first. Yetien, gang, hey Groover. Ego and money gets them doing scummy things, Ninja. My channel's never going to be huge, and I don't want it to be huge, because if it becomes huge, it's because people are watching me because I'm being a bitch and I'm bitching about other people on YouTube. Or, you know, if I'd started a YouTube channel at the start and had just focused on one area and stuck to that, I probably would have grown. But because I do a bit of it, because it's kind of just like a vlog for me, it's just shit that I'm getting up to. And if you want to hang out with me while I do it, awesome. And I'm happy with that, because I would rather have 10 people watching me who all like hanging out together and checking in on each other, and everyone's so nice and funny. My chat is so funny. Some of the best one-liners I've seen on YouTube happen in my chat on the daily. Yeah, exactly. Just uploading anime shit. Exactly. Like, we know what to do to make our channels get big very quickly. Why haven't we done it? Because we don't want to. And then I get snarky comments like, no wonder your channel's not very big. It's like, I've actually worked my ass off to keep it small. But thank you for pointing that out. Like, it's some sort of failing of mine. I don't know, but I've always had jobs. That's how I pay all my bills. I've never relied on a social media platform to put food in my mouth or pay for my mortgage. I have an income that covers all of my financial responsibilities. And as you guys know, the small amount of money I do make on this channel goes towards sponsoring rescue animals. So, but the ones who are relying on this as an income stream are ruthless, soulless, and so transparent. And I'm so glad I've jumped ship of all of them. Do it, Punish Dad. I'm going to upload me playing Frogger soon. You watch. In fact, I might even go live doing it. Yeah, it's a great community of good, really good people. Really good people, like, and I love it. And even if someone comes in and they're a bit contentious or they troll, the way we handle them, most of them end up coming back. I don't block them. I mean, unless they say hate speech, that's the only time I'm like, yeah, let's get rid of that fuckwit. But other than that, I've noticed 2 people who've said and done some very horrible things. Sarah jumping out there on lives. I'm with you, Tori. They have no place doing lives about someone they kind of tormented. Exactly. And if they think that this is their way of redeeming that bullshit, they're wrong. Because as disappointing as it is that you go into their comments under their videos and everyone's going, oh, much love to you and so sad to hear about the loss of another friend, and you think, where's the person commenting saying you're a complete cunt to that person? What right do you have to go live about it and put her name in your live and make out you were best buddies? And I mean, it's so transparent, and yet their subscribers are too scared to speak up because they'll get blocked. And I want people who feel comfortable in here speaking up with alternate views and different opinions, and that's what I'm here for. And making people laugh. They're basically the 2 reasons I'm here. I love conversations. I love learning new shit. I love listening to differing opinions. And I love making people laugh. And that's it. Oh, I got you in with the beach drives. I'll do a few beach walks. It's been raining for days, but as soon as we get some sunshine, like Tassie Guru earlier took the advantage of a bit of sunshine and headed off to the beach with his little boy. Hi, Misha. Well, I think you're lovely. What a nice thing to say. If you love all these things, Tori, you got to get over your Discord bias someday. Well, Finn's actually started a Discord for Batshit, and I'm not even on that. So, and I'm in that show. So, you know, it's going to take even more than that, Ninja. Oh, sorry, no, who was it? It was Punish Dad. Like, one of the shows we do on this channel has its own Discord, and I'm not in it. Sarah was always kind to me. She once told me I was the reason she started listening to and enjoying music again. Aww. And that's a massive thing to re-gift music to someone. See, the first time I saw her in a chat, I just told her she had a cool name. And then we always would be fun. We'd say good day to each other. And a couple of times we'd have a bit of fun taking the piss out of people in her chat. They are good travel videos, I reckon. I love showing this little island off. Yeah, screw Discord. Yes, you and Ninja are different people. I just forgot who wrote that comment. I'm sorry, Punish Dad. It had gone off the screen and I'm not scrolling. I'm in my venting about people capitalizing on Sarah's death. So I'm holding a stance. Discord actually freezes my computer. And also, I got onto Discord back in 2018 when it was pretty much just gamers. And even back then, it fucked with my laptop. I don't know why. My laptop just doesn't like it. I made a mistake of telling a story in Discord once and saying this is not for public knowledge. And someone in that Discord went live not even an hour later and told the story. I'm not a fan. Go on tour, give us an Amber teaser. Well, I've really got to go and cook. I mean, it's bloody 20 to 7. I've got to go and make mashed potato. Or maybe I'll have the corned beef for dinner tomorrow night. Maybe I'll just do a little omelette or something, because I'm going to go live cooking tomorrow during the day. I'm going to do a mushroom soup and I'm going to try making brownies in the air fryer. Discord is spyware. Happy Cubed, honestly, mate. The regifting music to someone, there's very few things you can do that are better than that. Yeah, Discord is spyware. Everything is spyware. You're true. But I don't have time. I can't even do enough shit on my channel. Like, I feel guilty that I've been on holidays for 2 weeks and I've been live like 3 times. I thought I'd have heaps of time to go live, and I've been so busy having fun and doing shit off YouTube. And I feel bad because I've got members and I feel like I should be doing more for them. And I think they named it accordingly too, Happy Cubed. I've been saying that from day one. Discord by name. It was actually John Crimes, weirdly, back in 2018, who was telling everyone to get off Patreon and do shit on Discord. So I checked it out and my computer hated it. And look, the batshit Discord is, yeah, it does sound, it's a druggy menu. Crimes is a bit creepy, yeah, but this was back in the day when, you know, we were all basically meeting for the first time and talking about Chris Watts. It was very early, before I'd had an opportunity to actually observe him. But it was John Crimes who talked about Discord back in 2018 and was encouraging people to check it out, and I did. And it froze my computer frequently. Yeah, no, it probably wasn't for Patreon. I'm trying to think. He was suggesting it as a platform, but I can't remember. Maybe it was to replace Facebook. I don't know. Whatever he said was get off such as probably Facebook now I think about it, because Discord is the place to be. And he was encouraging people to get onto Discord and abandon Facebook back in 2018. Me and the boys used to Skype for playing League of Legends, and then Discord came in with the ability to just share a little link to get people into a voice call. Look, I know people who are into it love it. But I don't know why you want a 55-year-old Tasmanian hanging out in your Discord with your chilled out little groovers. Yeah, I haven't watched John Crimes for years. I was on a panel in a show and we all ended up backstage in the green room of, it wasn't even StreamYard, it was that other platform that I used for a little while, and it was shit. It was so complicated I couldn't get my head around it. But, you know, we're all backstage essentially after the live. I wouldn't be the oldest there. Well, I've been one of the grooviest. But I was backstage with him, and I'm only going to mention the two that were really nasty to me or rude. And he wasn't the really bad one. The other one that was really rude to me was that fucking dad with a phone wanker. 55, that's hot. Well, thank you, Tony. I'm 55. Yes, I'm halfway to 60. Bring it on. Not halfway, like half it, you know what I mean? You know, I'm racing towards 60 and I don't know how. No, he doesn't listen to people, though, when you try to defend yourself or explain stuff. I mean, even Gray Hughes, I found, was very quick to take a pretty firm stance. But after a while, I found a way to address him so that he would actually shut the fuck up and listen. But I've seen him rip people a new one too. But he also doesn't suffer fools. Yeah, burn some sage and leave him behind for sure. But yes, I was back in this little green room after being on a panel, and he just didn't speak to me at all, like I was a nobody. And then the dad with the phone dude treated me like I was some sort of groupie hanging out at a green room at a comedy venue. DWAP, my God. Isn't he in jail now? I heard he'd gone to jail. Couldn't have happened to a nicer asshole. We've gone down OG YouTube road, Tony Martinis. These are people that had channels when I first discovered the world of YouTube back in 2018. And a lot of us, like Happy Cubed and Humanimal, like we all kind of moved in the same groups in a way. We're all brought together by one case, and there are a lot of different creators that would go live about it, and some of us were mods for some channels. But you know, that was a lifetime ago, and I have much more fun doing my little channel. Fuck, 3 hours I've been live. I'm reliving memory lane. Hey, we all had to start somewhere, but what I'm proud of, here's my label with a love heart, is some of us got the fuck out. The sad thing is there were people supporting some of these losers back in 2018 who are still supporting them and still can't see they're supporting shit. You were sober when this started. It is a cool label. I couldn't fit with my my big round left-handed writing. I couldn't put Moroccan seasoning. It didn't fit on the label, so I just gave it a love heart. I can never write. People who can write lots of words in a space that big or that small freak me out. How can you do that? It's abnormal. Yeah, Nonna, wash that man right out of your hair. But yeah, it's like frozen in time. It is the Groundhog Days of our YouTube lives. That little world just keeps spinning around, and most of us at some point jump the fuck off it, but so many other people are still sitting on it, just spinning around. What? Your Grace blocked you for your name? Who's getting Nonna? You said hello, the whole chat. Oh, yeah, well, they clearly have never had good spaghetti. Jesus. The things you get blocked for. But, you know, let them all have their little echo chambers because all the chat just thinks they're amazing. I like it when people come into my chat and go, you're weird or you're not funny or you're gross, because it gives me a chance to have some fun with them. Like, bring it on. Oh, yeah, Summer Wells. Well, even the fact that people are still, like, don't get me wrong, the way true crime works, there will be people that will discover the horrific Chris Watts case, for example, 100 years from now, and they're going to talk about it. And that's fine. That's what true crime is. Like, I was drawn into true crime because of things like Jack the Ripper and Charles Manson. Like, that was the shit that got me hooked as a kid. It's okay to talk about crimes that happened before you were born. It's the people that were following it back in 2018 that still go live every week about it that I want to punch in the snout. That was your first time on Grey Hughes. Oh, Sketty Nonna. He does have a personality problem. He alienates people that would like to support him. And slowly his freaks are turning feral. The fish rots from the head. Yeah, he doesn't have a great sense of humour. He did when he used to get a bit tipsy. He'd get a bit funny. But, you know, he also donates a lot of money to charity and stuff. Like, I think he is one of the better researchers out of that true crime community. Don't get me wrong. I think there are not way better than him. He does his own thing. But there are a lot of other true crime channels that do incredible research. But he offers a bit more than the jerks who just are interested in true crime and go live about it all the time and think they're experts or they're going to solve the case, even though there are detectives scratching their heads going, what the fuck is this case about? At least he's done something unique with his channel, and he's still held in pretty high regard in the true crime community, whether you like him as a person or not. I mean, there's a heap of bands that I don't care for their music at all, but they're loved worldwide. You know, you don't have to love everybody that does stuff that you are into, like music or true crime. And like I said, I worked out how to communicate with him, and I ended up having a much better conversation with him. But I really had to stand my ground and be firm, whereas a lot of people just get blocked these days by the sounds of it. I've never been a freak. Yeah, I'm a freak of nature. I do love Silverchair's song Freak, though. I'd play it to end my life, but the guys that own Silverchair's music are the most ruthless. And same with Tim Friedman and the Whitlands. It's really weird. Grey and Chasing. I used to listen to Chasing Truth a little bit. I kind of I really like her point of view and her opinion on stuff, but I just feel she's live for like 8 hours straight, and I don't got time for that shit. But then look at me, I've been live for 3 hours straight. Who's got time for this shit? Fascinating. Oh, I'm already following Fascinating Horror. They don't just do bridges falling down though, don't they? Do like massive fires in shopping malls and all kinds of shit. If it's the same channel. The freaks are a pack of rabid dogs. And that's the problem with so many of these channels. The people in the chat become a pack of rabid dogs. And that's the sort of shit that, weirdly, Serendipity and I were always having a laugh between ourselves. Like, back in the day, you could be in a chat and you could literally be commenting on how fucked the chat was, and nobody paid attention to you unless you were praising the creator or other people in chat. And you could literally have these blatant conversations about how many wankers were in chat. But these days, if you do that, a mod just swoops in and boom, you're gone. Yeah, I know that channel. I am a subscriber to it. Fascinating. All right, mofos. I'm out here. I mean, the one thing with Grey that I agreed with, because I was in the same boat, was when Chris Watts pleaded guilty, end of story, move on. And, he called it. And here we are it's just been the anniversary again. Looking at the date on my computer. And there's channels still milking that shit. You have a good one too, Punish Dad. And thanks to everyone. I hope you are super proud of me now with my super organized spice basket. So next time I cook, it'll be sitting on the bench and it'll be like, oh, we need this, this, and this. And you'll all be like, oh, check out that sexy basket. It wouldn't be sexy if you guys hadn't have helped me. Cashed off grid with Jake and Nicole, a young couple building a life in the wilderness of Vancouver. That sounds off grid. Cool. I'll check that out because I watch a lot of van life videos, but not the ones that dress up like supermodels and aren't I fabulous? Look at me, but the ones that actually take you to really remote places and they camp there for like a month and stuff. So we'll check that out for sure. Thank you, Happy Cubed, for the recommendation. Off grid, Humanimal, Watts Island. Look, recheck family spirit on as much as anyone. Well, I kind of feel like they're entitled to. I mean, at some point, you have to speak up and defend your family, and they've been put through hell. And I do not subscribe to the view of many YouTubers who are constantly slamming them and criticizing them and coming out with all these conspiracy theories that they should get the fuck off YouTube, because their family was wiped out. And people are still bullshitting about it and making up all these stories and lying about them. And I'm totally for them. Fuck it. Like, if my family is getting, and my family have been, because I've grown up in the public eye, and people have been very scathing of my family through my entire life, and social media comes along and it's magnified by 1,000,000. I've fucking defended my family and spoken out against the bullshit that we've been put through, and it's a much different experience than a family that's lost 4 family members overnight. You stand behind Frankie Jr. Good girl, humanimal. But yeah, I think the people that are still crapping on about the case, even though they have repeatedly and politely and nicely asked them to stop, are the ones that should get off fucking social media. Because it does get to a point where you can't let go. And you do need to start talking about suing and try to make them stop. And they don't give a shit. They keep going. And it's not their family that got wiped out. They have nothing to add to that case. The case is closed. Watts is in jail. Let him fucking rot there. Let him get beaten to a pulp there and bleed to death on his cell floor, as far as I'm concerned. Good on you, humanimal. Yeah, because I just think, and people have to remember too that, I mean, 2018, it was the end of it. And then 2019, everyone was sort of out and about. And then the world went into lockdown for like nearly 2 years. People were living on social media. And if your family is being talked about constantly and lies are being spread, like, I'd be on there doing the same thing. Yeah, 4 years ago. And I think the people that are continuing to talk about the Watts case, not in a reporting the story as it happened way, but coming up with all their theories, are no different to the vultures that are cashing in on Serendipity's death and going live for hours and talking about what a great girl she was when they pretty much made her life hell. They're the same type of people. And this is the thing with YouTube. Those sorts of people are the majority of the people that we all first encountered when we came to YouTube. But there's so much goodness out there. But I'm also starting to feel, God, this will be a 4-hour live by the time I finish this rant. I'm starting to feel like I actually want to speak up about the shit that I see. Like, I zipped my lip because I didn't want trouble. I didn't want to be on clip channels. I didn't want them all coming after me. But now I'm kind of like, I've actually spent 4 years of my life observing a shitload of bullshit on YouTube. And I really want to talk about it. It's not going to change anything. I just feel like I've invested 4 years of my life, not all of it. Obviously, I've had other things going on, but I've spent a shitload of time on YouTube, and I've watched and heard a lot of shit on YouTube. And I kind of feel like in any other aspect of your life, if you were going to a different restaurant every night of the week, you'd be going online and reviewing those restaurants and talking about them. Or if you're watching a TV series that's up to like series 42, like Survivor, you find people online who love Survivor and you chat to them about it. What's the difference? Speak out. I'm going to speak out. I want to human animal. I just don't know what's the point. Like, but yeah, part of me is just like the things I've seen and heard, and I just want to. I've talked about it a lot on my channel, but not like as dedicated topics. It comes up whenever I go live, it seems. Well, not every time, but people would love your perspective, possibly. But then I'll also get the, she's amazing, leave her alone, he's wonderful, he donates money to charity. I don't know, what's the point of it other than me just commenting? Because I feel like I know I won't change anything. I'm probably preaching to the converted. Well, then I think we both need to speak out, you animal, because look, every other aspect of our life, if we invested the amount of time we've invested into YouTube, we'd be conversing with people about it. We would be talking about it. If this shit was happening in our social circle, which it wouldn't be because we're all very selective about the quality people we choose to spend time with. But if our social circle was as fucked up as the majority of the people that we first encountered when we found YouTube, we'd be talking about it all the time. Can you believe this shit? Is what I think. And even when you have removed yourself from those communities, I still know what's going on. You don't even have to watch or listen to, you can literally just look at notifications and see that someone's gone live saying, I can't believe you're fucking doing this, which is what happened to me today. And I clicked on it. And it was a girl talking about all of the YouTube creators that were, in deep mourning for serendipity, who'd been horrible to her. And it was like a 1.5 minute clip. And she was so annoyed and angry that she just went, oh, I can't do this right now. And just ended her little live. Like, it seriously was under 5 minutes. It was under 2 minutes. And I knew exactly what had happened and what was, she was respectful enough to not say how Sarah had died either, because it, has it been confirmed? Who knows? But at that point in time, probably not. But yeah, a minute and 20 seconds, and I was reminded of the communities that I used to belong to, and I knew what the hell they were all fucking up. I knew who she was talking about. She didn't name any of them. Not one name. And I knew exactly who she was talking about. And it was several of them. Like, even the language we use when we're trying to be discreet, talking about a YouTube creator, people still know who we're talking about. There's all these nuances of being on YouTube and part of YouTube communities that's unique to all of us. And that's what I want to talk about, because we all get it. My friends and family would look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? But you guys all know exactly what I'm talking about. I think we do need to, I think we do, because, yeah, oh, happy, me too, happy cubed. Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm quietly watching one from a distance because things finally seem to be, shit finally seems to be hitting the fan for that creator, and I couldn't be more delighted. I like seeing a bit of the karma train roll into town. But yeah, fuck it, it's a community we've been a part of and we've lived in. It's a society that we've participated in, and fuck it. You get people like Jordan Peterson calling out the ridiculousness of so many aspects of human nature, and Ben Shapiro. And don't get me wrong, I know they're incredibly conservative, but fuck, they make some good points sometimes. I can't stop listening to both of them. I mean, some of their stuff I heckle, but the way they just articulate what they're thinking, and it makes so much sense. So they're kind of like calling out the nuances of our actual societies that we walk around in. Why aren't we talking about the nuances in our online society? I'm going to speak up. I'm not going to go on a diet where I just eat meat, just so you all know. Yeah, I do too. Ditto, human. I mean, yeah, there's a conservative, ultra-religious component to Ben Shapiro that I do not like, but I also respect that's his life. But he's got a brilliant sense of humor and he makes sense. And Jordan Peterson, like, I'm the woman he talks about who had feminism poured onto you. You can have a career and look after yourself and you don't need that sort of marriage and babies life, which, don't get me wrong, I didn't actually want the marriage and babies life ever. But part of me also wanted to be a 50s housewife. Like, I'd watch movies like Little Shop of Horrors and I'd want to be Audrey in her little house with all the plastic on the furniture and looking gorgeous when her husband comes home from work and putting dinner on the table. Like, I wanted to be this, I'm going to have a career and travel the world and I'm going to defy all of these social constructs, getting married and this pressure to have children. I'm going to defy everyone and ignore that. And I was motivated by feminism, I guess. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time, but now that I look back on it, I'm like, I totally bought into that shit. But the whole time I was thinking that way, another part of me was like, fuck, I'd love to be a 1950s housewife. And Jordan Peterson loves the idea of a 1950s housewife, not in terms of a ball and chain in the kitchen, but he just points out that, some things go too far. Like, find that middle ground, have a career, but also be the 50s housewife. Yeah, probably not a popular opinion about Trump there, Humanimal. Jordan does put it in layman terms, and Ben is so funny when he does reactions and stuff. And even if I don't agree with their points of view on some things, I do agree with how they've argued their point of view, and it's way more eloquent and makes more sense than the other fuckwit they're addressing. The problem I've got with Jordan Peterson, his view on women who didn't get married and have children, is he's not factoring in the women who couldn't have children. And I think it's a really dangerous across the board statement to be making, because some women just didn't have that option. And it pisses me off that they're not considered as well. I think I'm the perfect combo now, it's getting on her. So, yeah, I mean, if I had a chance to talk to Jordan Peterson on that topic, I would point out that he is ignoring, and not just women who couldn't, but women who proactively chose not to and have very good reasons why. Like, he doesn't take that into account. It's either you all should have got married and had babies so that you're not lonely in your 50s. And here I am in my mid-50s and I'm not lonely. I love my alone time. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. But I also love my social time, and I've been having a ball the last couple of weeks. Just catching up with friends on days that I'm normally at the office has been so exciting. The women for whom it didn't happen, they either were too careful because they took it seriously, then it was too late. Me, and it hurts. It hurts. Yeah, well, look, I originally thought I was going to get married and have kids because that was kind of what the society I grew up in expected of girls. Mind you, we were also told, go off and become a doctor or a lawyer. But I think most people were like, I'll be a nurse or a teacher for a few years and then I'll get the marriage, babies thing happening. And then I found out I couldn't have children. And I really struggled with that for a long time, even though at the time I found out I couldn't have children, I was not thinking about having children for at least another decade. But when that happened, I went through hell because all my friends were having kids. And then I gave up practicing law and became a comedian. And I suddenly met all of these people who were child-free by choice, men and women, who had thought it through and had very good reasons why they were not putting more children on the planet. And I realized that it was a choice. So rather than continue to feel ripped off and, what I was thinking was the path, because I'm a very maternal person, whereas my sister who had kids isn't. She's a brilliant mum. absolutely brilliant. But she was the one that was going to have the high-flying career, and I was the one that was going to get married and have babies as far as my family was concerned. And it ended up being the exact opposite. But as soon as I realized it was a choice, I decided to change my outlook on it all. And I was like, well, biology kind of made a choice for me, but I'm actively choosing to now call myself child-free. And I started a community on Facebook, which has got 15,000 members and is continuing to grow, for child-free men and women. And I created that back when Facebook was tiny, like there were 5,000 people on Facebook. It was a college-only thing. I had a college email address. I was able to sign up for it. I was doing breakfast radio and discovered it. Everyone was on MySpace, and I'm like, hey, there's this new thing called Facebook. It was teeny tiny, but yeah, I chose to shift my perspective. So when I hear men speaking about women not having children will end up being lonely, it kind of bugs me, because it's not possible for every single woman to have that. And I've found so many other things to fill my life with, like traveling and living in different countries and going to countries where no one speaks English and getting off the plane and not even having my first night booked anywhere, just learning how to survive in this country without being able to speak their language. And I've changed careers, I've moved, I've lived all over the place. You can definitely have a fulfilling life, and then you go through phases where your friends are all starting to complain about being married and to complain about their children, and you're having the time of your life. And then some of them get divorced and their kids have moved out and they're on the phone to you saying, teach me how to be a single person. And it's like, fuck off. You used to give me shit about it when you were married. When are you getting married? When are you having children? I go to my school reunion, and my class was really small. There were only 24 of us in year 12. I'm the only one that never got married or had children. And my classmates, some of them don't know what to talk to me about. Exactly. And I watched my father in a, what's the word, like a home when he was old and dying and sick. It's not a retirement village. What the fuck? You know what I mean? And he was always surrounded by friends and family, but so many people in there never got a visitor. I used to just go in and sit with random people and chat to them because they never had visitors. And they had family that lived less than 5 kilometers away who never went and saw them. Exactly. No grandkids. And I love being an aunt and uncle. Big Brothers and Sisters is a great program that benefits millions of children and people who have the love to give. Yes, there's lots of great ways you can pour your love. And I've poured my love into animals and animal welfare because, they don't get the same attention that they deserve. I talked about that the other day. If there's an animal charity out the front of a supermarket collecting donations and a children's charity, I always donate to the animal one. Yeah, cool. You've got cool kids. 2 of your 4 kids, they should join Child Free Chicks Confidential. Yeah, it's disgusting, him animal. And I learned very quickly that it doesn't matter how big your family is. There's no guarantee they're going to look after you like we did with my mum and my dad, or that they're going to visit you when you need them the most. So, yeah. So I would have a chat with Jordan Peterson on that topic. Fur babies are babies too. I don't know. My baby hasn't come out for dinner yet. She must have. Well, she did pig out on some breakfast quite late in the day that was still in her bowl. Sonny, do you want dinner? She normally has dinner at 5 o'clock. It's 7. I'm still live, Joey. I'm pushing 4 hours now. I started ranting. Yeah, exactly. Very interesting when you look into the background of charities and see how much money goes into administration. People driving around in, there's so many charities that people donate things to here. and the people that are running it are all driving around in European, the latest European cars, and I'm like, we've got so many gorgeous giveaway type things here now for like single mums and dads that move into the area and are starting from scratch. We all donate things to help them set up their house. It's so much more fulfilling, because at the end of the day, if you are donating bags of shit to Salvos or Vinnies or whatever, people still have to actually have money to buy shit in there. And the price of things in those charity shops are now like going up. And if people have even got $5 to spend on a winter coat, which I don't think you'd even get a winter coat in an op shop now for $5, there are people out there that don't even have that $5. So yeah, I'm donating to the giveaways, the sort of pay it forward groups. It feels amazing. The things in my house that I paid for at some point in time, some of it might be valuable and could possibly be sold, but I donate it. Look at all the pets. I'd love to have all of those pets. Oh, don't feel sad and reflective, Humanimal. How do we end this with a smile? With a song. And I probably won't go live about Amber tonight because I really do want to eat that corned beef. I'm going to end with a song. And then, yes, go and put your favourite musics on Humanimal after this. But this has been weighing on me a lot. Losing Olivia Newton-John, and before that Archie Roach, and before that Judith Durham, who was the lead singer of the Seekers, who went to my school, and my school was tiny, so we didn't have a lot of famous people that went to our school. And even though we played this at my mum's funeral, it's one of the happy Seeker songs. And it's not The Carnival Is Over, which is the other song we played. Oh, you're inspired. Awesome. And I'm still very sad about Judith because I met her a few times and she was lovely. And yeah, we played The Carnival Is Over at my mum's funeral, but we also played this song. And my brother's bridal waltz was I Know I'll Never Find Another You. But Humanimal, I'm so sorry that you got sad. I don't know why, and I'm so sorry. That wasn't the plan at all. So yeah, let's put Judith on. A little bit of Colours of My Life, which is gorgeous and as colourful as my mum was. And I love you, Grievous. Thanks for hanging out with my super organised, very smart looking herb and spice drawer, and for all the chats. And I'll be live again very soon. I love you, Groovers.
You taught me to understand what I thought couldn't be. Don't mind missing you, see, if I can see. Eyes of mine eyes, you got love to fill my heart. I don't need a rainbow with flowers on my life. Heart is breaking out to show our love.
Happy cubed with you.
I will never leave.
you.
Now my eyes are looking past the child. I'll be shedding the rain today already. All I feel like touching you. Eyes of mine eyes, blue like flowers in my heart. Loving you has shown me la la la. Eyes of mine eyes, blue like flowers in my heart. Loving you has shown me
Love you, groovers. See you again soon.